That's prostitution illegal in the state of Georgia?
Yeah.
You know what you had to go through to be a cop, right?
Yeah.
You know what we stand for.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're even doing this is a black eye to our whole nation. So if you'll do that, why would you not kill her? Maybe she said she was going to talk. Maybe she pissed you off.
She said, hey, now I want $80 now because I know you're going to be able to.
Like I said, I don't do that. I wouldn't murder somebody. No one ever says I'll murder somebody.
Hey, this is fire. May I help you?
Hey, you need to go somebody down on Elm Street. I think I found a dead body.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. Got her dumb. Looks like a black girl. Looks like she's on fire.
Like, she's still on fire?
It looks like it to me. It's just a little trickle. I just drove by and I didn't want to stop.
Okay, buddy, just hang on up. They'll be there in a minute.
Hapeville Police Department received a chilling 911 call. A social worker had discovered a horrific crime scene at a local garbage site. When the police arrived, they quickly realized that the crime had been committed by a professional. Little did they know, this professional would turn out to be one of their own. Elm Street in Hapeville, Georgia is a remote, isolated road to nowhere. At the end of the street sits a wooded lot where many locals dump their garbage and lawn clippings. But on August 22nd, 2014, this unsuspecting public works employee found the shock of his life. When Sergeant James Carroll arrived, what sat before him in the grass, thrown aside like a piece of trash, was the charred body of a young woman. When he leaned close to inspect her body, he could still see the last flickers of a flame burning out on the end of her fingertip. She had been shot 4 times, burned with gasoline, and dumped out with the local trash. Because of the charred state of her remains, the only evidence that was left on the scene was a single .40 caliber Winchester casing. Only one casing for the 4 shots that marred her body, including 2 shots in her head, 1 in her ear, and a final defensive wound on her forearm, from where she held her arm up over her face to protect herself. Tragically, police had no insight into who this poor woman was or how she ended up on this dead-end street. Whoever had murdered her took her identification and phone. The only thing officers had to identify her with was a small heart-shaped tattoo, what remained of the clothing she was wearing, and a locket with a photo of the victim's child. They knew there had to be family missing her, and soon they discovered who. 2 days after the body was found, a woman called the Atlanta Police Department to report her daughter, Vernisha Woodard, missing. She hadn't heard from her since Friday, the same day that the body was found. Vernisha Woodard loved to sing and cook. Her family urged her to audition for American Idol and share her gift of singing with the world. But Vernisha was as stubborn as she was loving. At just 26, she was a doting mother to a 7-year-old daughter who was her entire world. As a single mother, Vernisha struggled financially and would sometimes engage in prostitution in order to give her daughter the best life possible. Her family has noted on multiple occasions that Vernisha's job didn't define her. Rather, it speaks to her dedication for her daughter. She was slated to move to New York from Georgia to begin a full-time, above-the-table job on August 25, 2014. But tragically, that opportunity for a better life was snatched from her just 3 days earlier. That afternoon, officers arrived at Deidre's house to show her photos of the tattoo of their victim to confirm if it was Vernisha or not. Vernisha's 7-year-old daughter was kept occupied in the following room as Deidre confirmed that the photo belonged to Vernisha. Vernisha's loving sister, Tashara, was the one to deliver the tragic news to Vernisha's daughter. According to Deirdre, Nisi, as her family called her, had gone to deposit $20 into the bank that she had desperately needed. But as the investigation began in earnest, it seemed that that wasn't the only place Nisi had gone. Officers managed to obtain surveillance footage of the Motel 6 that Vernisha was living in as she transitioned to living in New York. The morning of her murder, at about 11:42, a white sedan was seen pulling up to the motel. At 11:48, Nisi was seen walking to her car. At 11:50, the car was seen driving away. Just 4 hours later, Vernisha's body was found, burned, and abandoned. Law enforcement had a few leads now. The Motel 6, where Nisi was picked up, was 30 minutes from where her body was found, and her body being found in such a rural location told them something wildly important. whoever dumped her body at the end of the dead-end street either had to live in or be from Hapeville. They were certain that no one outside of Hapeville would know the location of the grass lot, much less drive that far to commit this risky crime. On top of that, the grass lot was only about 5 minutes away from the busy Hartsfield-Jackson airport, meaning that someone local would be aware that the planes flying over would potentially conceal the sound of gunshots early in the morning. With a good idea that it was someone local, law enforcement looked to see if anyone on Elm Street had previous arrests or citations. They discovered Tom English, who received a citation for shooting a gun in his backyard, mere feet away from where Vernisha's body was discovered. This wouldn't have caught law enforcement's attention if it wasn't for the fact that the gun he was caught shooting was a .40 caliber, like the gun used to kill Vernisha. When law enforcement brought English in for questioning, he reveals that the gun from that incident belonged to his friend, Tareem Rana. 4 days after their interview with English, officers approached Rana's house in an unmarked vehicle. As they did, a white car backed out of Rana's garage, a match for the car that was seen at the motel picking up Vernisha. Officers followed the car, which was shockingly driving toward Elm Street. When they did a traffic stop, Rana was a mere 2 blocks away from where Vernisha's body was found. But for police, the shocks were just beginning. As they began to question Rana, he handed them his police identification card. An officer on the scene even recognized him from high school. When they asked Rana to come back to the station for some questioning, they didn't want to believe that one of their own could be involved. But almost as soon as the questioning began, law enforcement found themselves standing in a sea of waving red flags.
So, Mr. Rana, we got to talk to you about a serious incident. Okay. And I hope to God it doesn't involve you.
Yeah.
But because it is a serious incident, we need to inform you of your rights. All right. Mr. Rana?
Yeah.
Okay. You said you live at 60 Central Park Drive, number 61 on Central Park Drive.
Yeah.
You've been living there since 2000?
Since the subdivision was first developed.
Okay. And we were noticing in there that you have some calls of service over there with shots fired. And
Central Park?
at your house where it said that you had a .40 caliber firearm that you were discharging in the back of the yard.
That wasn't there. That was on Elm Street.
That was
a friend's house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah.
It was a while ago.
And that wasn't a duty weapon either. That was the Smith & Wesson .40 caliber I had. It was the Shield case the judge dismissed it. And
you still have that firearm?
no, I traded it in the Forest Park.
Okay. How many firearms do you own right now?
Just my duty weapon and a 22 long rifle.
22 rifle?
Yeah. The duty weapon is a .40 caliber? Yeah, it's the Glock 22. I went to the Glock? Yeah. How long y'all been with the Glock? Because I did have the Smith & Wesson 9 rifle. Yeah, the Smith & Wesson 40. We went to the Glock. It's been about a year and a half. You like it better or pros and cons? I think it's better. I mean, to me, it's more reliable and it's easier to take down.
The seasoned officer uses a tactic here in order to get Rana to willfully admit that he was at the location on Elm Street. By purposefully making a mistake and getting Rana to correct him, the officer has now put Rana in a place where he cannot claim that he's never been to the house on Elm Street. If the officer had directly asked Rana, however, Rana may have been much more likely to lie. By the way, if you're finding the video interesting, make sure to like and hit that subscribe button. It really supports the channel. Now, let's dive right back in.
Another thing that we were asking you about was use of back pages, or was it Craigslist? So you were talking to somebody on Craigslist?
Yeah.
How many times in the past 6 months have you used Craigslist to talk to somebody?
Probably 3, maybe 4 times.
And of those 3 to 4 times that you talked, how many times have you actually met the individual that you're
Twice.
Twice?
Yeah.
And you said that last week that you contacted an individual on Craigslist, and what was the process that you used to contact her?
Usually I'll just text them.
You text them?
I mean, if they text you back and
Yeah, you definitely did.
hook up if you want.
Were you texting or talking to her on the phone?
Text them.
Did you start texting and then go to talking, or did you
Usually
ever call her later?
I'll text them, then you can call them and ask them where you want to meet, or they'll call you. And if it's
You know where you're gonna get arrested off of Craigslist.
then, you know, keep them.
Okay. And you said that you weren't sure if it was Thursday or Friday.
I mean, it was later on in the week.
Later in the week.
I want to say it was Thursday or Friday, but what's your work schedule? Right now I'm on the 15, so they fluctuate our hours. Okay. So what days did you work last week? I was on vacation all last week. So you were off all last week? Yeah.
And is that the number that you were texting and talking with that individual you were talking to last week?
Yes.
And she was a female?
As far as I know, I didn't see her in person.
As far,
Did you see a picture of her?
Yeah, on the Craigslist ad.
as far as he knows. Wait. No way he's gonna get arrested for this.
Okay. Did you see a picture of her?
Yeah, on the Craigslist ad.
Okay.
Can you describe the picture to us? Looked like a black female, kind of like medium build, I guess. Black female, short hair. Just like we got, I really don't remember any. You don't remember? Well, I mean, like I said, like obviously she caught your eye, right? Yeah, I was trying to. Yeah. How old do you think she was? From the picture, it looks like she's in her 30s. Typically, when you go to Craigslist, what kind of female? What are you looking for? When you go to Craigslist, say, I want to go out with somebody. Me personally, I just try to hook up with the easiest girl. I mean, somebody who's done for a lot. And I mean, the race thing doesn't really matter to me. As long as they're disease free and stuff. I mean,
Was her hair short or straight or something?
I don't remember. I mean,
Could this be the girl that you were talking to for the picture?
I'm not sure. I mean, the skin complexion looks the same, but I mean, with the ad, the face wasn't really clear on it, so it might be, it might not. But the skin complexion does kind of look. I know you guys said you were coming to meet me in my house. I mean, you could have just stopped me there. I would have voluntarily came down here. It's not like. We understand that. One, we didn't know you were a cop. Two, this is a homicide. Weapons, danger. Yeah, I understand. You know, I'm not. I would never. If you were going to a homicide suspect or a homicide witness's house, yeah, I understand. I mean, it ain't nothing personal. We didn't know you was a cop. I'm Lee from Adam. But we're all going home, right? Yeah, you understand? We weren't trying to embarrass you. That's why we're trying to let you out to the side street.
So, you would talk to her, why is it that you didn't go meet this person?
She's too far. I mean, she said he was in like Norcross or something, and personally I don't want to drive and waste all the gas money to go out there. But typically when you meet a girl on Craigslist and y'all set up a date, is it typical that you'll go pick them up? You'll just meet wherever they want. Usually they're close. So they name the location, yeah, and you drive to the location? Yeah. Okay. And is the day or act or whatever done where she requests, or do y'all? Usually where she requests. I'm sure you guys have looked at my phone records. I contacted like 3 or 4 different numbers that day on Craigslist, so I mean, it'll all come up on there. Okay, great. So you said, what day was that? Where I contacted you said 3 or 4. That was Thursday or Friday, I mean. Thursday or Friday. Yeah, it was late. What time of day was it approximately? I want to say midday around 4 or 3 p.m. I mean, I know it was early in the morning. Around 3 or 4 o'clock at night. As far as I can recall, I'm pretty sure it was afternoon. I mean, am I going to pay like an impound fee to get my car and stuff out, or is that? No, I wouldn't.
We'll worry about that later. I'm not sure.
Kind of minuscule thing at this point. Can you walk us through your day last Friday? From the time you got up? I woke up, brushed my teeth. No, what time did you get up? I want to say 9:30, 10 o'clock. Vacation, right? Yeah, I mean, okay. You got ready, brushed your teeth, what have you. Yeah, played on PlayStation, watched some TV. Once I started getting on my little tablet at home and looking at the ads on Craigslist. About lunchtime, 11. I want to say 1 or 12. I mean, 12, 1 o'clock. Yeah.
How many injured people? Gosh, multiple injuries. Run all over the floor, trails.
Papa, please save me.
Everybody got hurt. Right.
A quiet afternoon at the Clovis Carver Public Library is destroyed when the pulverizing sounds of gunfire ring out through the bookshelves. In an instant, an ordinary day for dozens of people is twisted into a terrifying encounter with horrifying violence. Police must face that grim threat themselves if they're to stop a deranged teenager driven to kill by an incomprehensible motive.
Oh. No way. Gonna steal it. Yeah, I was focused on the game, you know.
On the afternoon of August 28th, 2017,
If Queeman stealing it, I think that's good because you should learn from this guy. This is definitely the Queeman phenotype.
Instead of going directly into the library, the young man circles back to use the restroom. His movements are quiet for now, but he had much to say only minutes earlier when he recorded an ominous message before leaving his house.
By the time you're watching this, the deed would have already been done. And by the deed, I'm not sure what it is yet. I'm just gonna go.
This 1000
Probably
is
gonna
Queeman.
find something to do. First off, I'm gonna say I'm sorry to anyone that's gonna be affected by this.
Oh, never mind. Queeman wouldn't
It is
apologize.
a
I would
tough
apologize
subject.
though.
I wanna say I'm sorry to my family. Just remember happier times. I'm sorry to my girlfriend. I wanted to marry you, and I love you a lot. I just couldn't take it. This was all my idea. No one made me do this. No one made me want to do this. It was just me being mad. So I don't want my family to be punished in any sort of way.
The young man says more in his pre-recorded manifestos, and we'll hear his disturbing message soon. For now, in the moments before he unleashes his cruel violence, he takes a final picture for Snapchat. The final seconds before Nathaniel opens fire are almost ominous in their normalcy. Please be advised that the following footage is highly intense. However,
Yeah.
the CCTV footage does not
Very
show
intense.
anyone being
Only
physically
professional.
harmed or injured.
What?
Does not show
How is this intense then? Does he miss?
anyone being physically harmed or injured.
The kids. No way. There's no way this guy's walking with the gun and telling me to run, you idiot. I would take him down. I would take him down. Or I would find an exit at least. Why are you guys running further into the library? Jump out a window or something.
A lucky few are able to escape through a side door, and one heroic woman is careful to make sure she rescues an oblivious bystander
No, this is what you don't do. This is gonna get yourself killed.
before getting as far away from the library as possible. But back inside the library,
Women just don't be minding their business. It's just unfortunate.
many are still trapped in a living hell.
No, look at this guy.
A family hiding behind the information desk decides decides they can no longer wait for this nightmare to be over.
What is these retards? No way. They're just. Imagine this guy was serious.
Nightmare to be over. In response to the screams for help, a man outside calls 911 as he walks into the library to rescue his wife and child trapped inside.
I'm at the library. Somebody's reporting shooting.
Did you just wait? Did you just walk back into the library?
Wife and child trapped inside.
I'm at the library. Somebody's reporting shooting.
People do not take this shit serious, man. Yeah, just casually strolling back in. You should get shot, man.
There's 2 people laying dead up.
The scene playing out at the Clovis Carver Public Library is unimaginable in its terror and carnage. But help
Very,
is on the
very,
way.
very
Even as the
unfortunate.
shooter paces from room to room.
Yo, pray
stalking
for
his
the families.
victims like prey.
I mean, nobody
Police
died,
are
but
descending on the building. Once the police are inside, the dreaded unknown lurks around every corner and behind every door. No one in the library is beyond suspicion.
Put your phone down and lay down. Lay down. Put your hands up where I can see him. No. Good. We got 2 right here. Step away from the door. Step away from the door. Go, go.
oh, thanks for the sub.
Step away. Step up. Come out. Step out. Step out. Step out. Let's get out. You don't know who, you know who's shooting? No, we don't. Okay. He's in there the whole while. Get back in there. Get back in there.
Oh,
Stay.
get back in there.
Close the doors and lock it. Don't let anybody else in. Okay, stay right there.
The officers can't afford to let their guards down for an instant, and they're taking no chances.
I'm going in. Go.
No way.
Taking no chances.
I'm going in. Go. It's police. Police, come here. Come here. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Out. Out. Out.
Wait, why are you screaming? Like, I don't know. Like, what if the police shot you? What if the shooter shot you and you're screaming for no reason? I would be cool, calm, and composed.
Clear. I got Charles back. Secure the elevator.
Thanks for the sub.
Put your hands down your back.
Thanks.
This is protocol, okay?
Thanks.
Which way to go? To the left. That way. To the left? To the left. Over there. Hispanic dude, black dude, what? Not even white guy.
It's an unusual sight.
Over there. Which way to go? To the left. That way. To the left? To the left. Over there. Hispanic dude, black dude.
First he said Hispanic, then black? Oh, no, white. I think this cop's racist.
It's an unusual sight to see police handcuffing potential victims. But at this point, they have very little to go on. With that in mind, an officer asked 2 witnesses who provide critical information.
Guy on the ground? Does that look like him?
No.
No.
He was skinny, he was small. He had a hat.
Look at him. Come look at him. Come look at his face.
Look at his face.
Come over this way.
You're traumatizing the people. Yeah, come look at his face. Come here. Look. Come look at his face.
Come look. Hurry. Is that him?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I believe it
Okay,
is.
you go. Just wait right over there. We got it. Don't touch it. Why? We're gonna clear it.
The shooter is handcuffed and lying on the floor beside the information desk. Shortly before police arrived, he walked up to Lupe Aguirre, the man who called 911, with a little smile and told him to hang up the phone. Aguirre told the young man that the cops were right behind him, at which point the shooter walked back to the library's main room to surrender.
The police are so extra, man.
Less than 5 minutes passed between the opening gunfire and the shooter's capture, but it's been long enough to create a tragic and chaotic scene. Police at the rear of the building still don't know if they have the right guy in custody, or if he's the only one at large.
Excuse me, sir. Are you here with somebody? Okay, if I can, let me get you on the other side of the street for now, all right? Let me see your hands. Get on the other side of the street. Okay. Why don't you maintain a position there at the dumpster? Make sure nobody's coming around the building or outside on that side where they're not going to be coming behind me. Also, keep a visual just around the area.
As officers outside work to keep the building secure, police inside the library struggle to get a handle on the nerve-wracking situation still in progress.
Why are they terrifying? How did the small child? Did he run into a wall or something?
Which door? Excuse me. I need you guys to go ahead and cross the street, get on the other side of that police unit. Just be careful with the traffic, okay? Get on the other side of that police unit, use that car for cover.
Back inside, officer...
Real talk. Police investigation going on. Not even investigation, raid going on. Police says go to the other side, and you start jogging. Like, I don't want to say anything too crazy, but I mean, you had it coming if something happened.
Officers are still exercising extreme caution.
Anybody else? How many? We got one that way. There's one over the let's go. I'm gonna look left, okay?
Traffic on me.
Stay down. Keep your hands out where I can see them, okay?
As police carefully sweep the library, ideas about a second shooter begin to fade.
We still looking for one? No, we have one. There's not two.
Only one individual has caused this carnage. He'll do plenty of talking before the day is through, and much of what he says will be appalling in light of this shocking crisis. In the meantime, there are still many aspects of this emergency to contend with. First responders must sweep the entire library, get the shooter to the police station, and most importantly, tend to the victims.
Back here!
The woman being led out of the back closet is Jessica Thrawn. an assistant librarian who has been shot in the shoulder. Jessica is married to an officer on the force.
His wife, who is here? Is she? Yeah. All right. She on the arm. She's fine right now. Good. Yeah, tourniquet on it.
The word fine may not be the most accurate way to describe Jessica's status, but it is true that when all is said and done, she is among the lucky ones.
Well, this is my office. That door is locked from the outside, and no one's even through here. Okay. I know you still need a check. We're good.
Man, this
We're
is-
clear back here. Can you ID her for me? That's Wanda Walters. Okay, Wanda Walters. This is Christina Carter.
Children's librarian Christina Carter and circulation assistant Wanda Walters are among the less fortunate victims that day, killed in this senseless violence. As the officers continue to rummage through the library, the number of victims in desperate need of their assistance continues to pile up.
I have elderly male, GS6 to his left arm, full juvenile, GS7.
Hey, go over a little bit, get off this door.
Answer to 21, I called you an elderly male with a gunshot wound to the arm. Can you tend on the rest?
Juvenile male, GS70 left hand.
The boy being carried out is 10-year-old Noah Molina, who visited the restroom at the same time as the suspect in the chilling moments before he and his big sister were shot. These gut-wrenching scenes have some officers discussing what they may have done differently.
I was sorry when it came through the door. I didn't know it was him. Yeah, we got it.
And these.
Yeah, he already dropped it. I smoke checked that.
Police decide
Why
it's
is he
time to
smoke
remove
checking?
the killer from the crime scene.
Is that our suspect? Captain, is that our suspect?
That's our son.
Get him out. Get him out, get him out. Rice.
Where'd you find him?
He had his hands up by that information post.
The police drag the young suspect into the front lawn of the library and hand him off for transport.
Yo, nobody was taking
my
this
unit back
seriously.
over
Let's
here.
be honest.
Yes.
My pants are fine. Can I pick them up?
Nope, keep your hands where I can see them.
There's a nice pocket bag.
Get down on your knees. Down on your knees. What else do we have in your pockets?
I'm not sure. I think it's my charger. Oh, it's pepper.
The shooter is oddly calm in the wake of this incident, but police won't be lulled into a false sense of security. Even with the suspect in handcuffs, they are thorough.
I ain't got nothing on. That's not just my phone.
What's one little kid gonna do?
Got it for a sec?
My wallet.
I need to get a unit to this location and block this street off. Want to take a seat?
The shooter is driven to the police station, but the main concentration of law enforcement is still here at the devastating crime scene.
These are 45s. There's some 380 shell casings over here. And then there's another pistol in there.
Officers have found 2 guns at the scene, and as we've seen, they were put to appalling use inside the library.
Appalling
At
use?
the
Who did he
station,
hit?
police identify the young man behind this dreadful mayhem.
And they're
So you
overreacting.
understand your right to remain silent?
Yeah.
What is your name?
Nathaniel G. Nathaniel G.
Here kind of goes hard now.
I go by Nathan.
I go by Nathan. Thanks, Nathaniel. Couldn't tell.
Do you have an ID on you?
No.
Is it going to be in your wallet?
I don't have an ID.
One
Ooh, 16 catching bodies.
can only wonder what drove a teenager 2 years shy of adulthood to commit such a disgusting act of brutality. Nathaniel Jewett will provide some answers, but his twisted reasons are unlikely to provide much comfort.
Let's try not to move around so much, bro. Just for your safety and for mine, okay? I don't want to have to hurt you, bro.
I'll talk to you.
I'm not here to interview you, okay? That's not what I'm here for, okay? But I'm pretty sure they would appreciate you talking, okay?
I understand.
If those cuffs on your ankles get too tight, let me know. I'll loosen them if it's going to put your feet to sleep or something like that, okay?
Where are you?
You're at the Clovis Police Department. Sir, you're not injured in any way? Do you need to see the medics or anything?
I don't think so. My ears hurt.
Your ears hurt?
I can't hear out of my
If-
right one.
Okay. If you
Should've
feel
brought a
that you
silencer.
need to see the medics, I want you to tell me, okay?
Okay. Where are we?
Close Police Department. Are you under the influence of something? Are you under the influence of something?
It's natural that the officer would wonder about Nathaniel's sobriety after answering the same question twice in 5 minutes. But that's far from the strangest thing the young killer will say in police custody.
I have church tonight at 6. Or I have to get there at 6. We're installing the soundboard today.
He's fully aware of where he's headed for the evening, but in a fickle attempt at a mind game, Nathaniel tries to downplay the violent act he carried out that morning.
Nobody got hurt, right?
Okay, buddy. Stand on business. We don't do this. Come on. Nobody got hurt, right? Why do you bring a weapon? This is Call of Duty to just heal.
So I don't know all the details that's going on, all right? But I do believe there are wounded people.
Whether Nathaniel really believed at this moment that the only casualty of his shooting spree was his own hearing, we cannot know. What we do know is that even high-ranking law enforcement officials are aghast at the horrors that have visited their town.
So how many injured people? Oh God, there's multiple. There's blood all over the floor, trails. Okay, shells everywhere. Information. Center booth, hands it up.
Hey, gentlemen, Lieutenant Cope, I can hear everything what you guys are saying.
The officer is concerned about Nathaniel overhearing the chatter, but it seems the young shooter has more important things on his mind.
Did I have a jacket?
Oh, he's crazy. No way.
Not when...
Shooter has more important things on his mind.
Did I have a jacket?
Not when you got with me, you didn't.
Okay. It was a hat. It wasn't a jacket. That's what it was. I had a hat on.
Nathaniel may be somewhat indifferent to the weight of his actions, but it
was. I had
Oh, wait, look at the form.
a hat on.
Nathaniel indifferent to the weight of his actions, but it's soon clear that this day has taken an emotional toll not only on the victims, but on the police as well.
Hey, baby girl. You're good? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. No, I'm good, ladies. I'm safe. Okay. Love you girls so much. I'll talk to you about you girls after a bit, but I'm safe. I'm good. Everything is good. Okay? I'll talk to you in a bit. Okay? Love you so much. Okay. Bye-bye.
As for the killer, there are many moments over the next couple of hours that highlight his disturbed mind and his complete lack of remorse for his actions.
Any bruises, any cuts on your face? Was that marker or what?
Yeah, my girlfriend did.
Okay. So that's all marker, it's all right on you? Okay.
She drew on my stomach too.
Okay.
You know?
All right, pick up your shirt.
You're supposed to be smiling, please.
Do you work?
No. You're supposed to be smiling, please.
Do you work?
People can't be crashing out like this with girlfriends.
10th grade? Teeth didn't work.
Okay.
The police take Nathaniel to the hospital, where he will answer some questions before heading to his ultimate destination, the juvenile detention center. He tells the nurses about his substance abuse issues, which are extensive enough to surprise even the experienced healthcare workers.
Do you drink or smoke?
I drink.
How much?
Daily?
Do you drink daily?
I do.
Okay, what do you drink?
Trade spots with you, okay?
Like beer, margarita?
3 beers, a couple shots. Tequila.
And do you smoke? Weed? Any other drugs?
Xanax, Oxycontin, Hydros.
Hmm?
What do you take those for? You just take those to take them?
Recreation.
When asked about his mental health, Nathaniel tells them that he's been diagnosed diagnosed with depression, but recently made the unfortunate decision to quit counseling. In a lawsuit 2 years later, the victims will accuse the psychiatrist who treated Nathaniel of failing to act, despite knowing about his violent mindset.
What was the psychiatrist gonna do? Beat him up? Take away his guns?
And his access to firearms.
I blame the parents.
Minutes after the shooting, Nathaniel's father arrived at home to find his son missing. His absence was cause for concern, but it wasn't until Chris Jewett noticed a unique item in his son's room that his concern turned into alarm.
And I went and looked in his room and found a couple more pocket knives and razor blades. And then what really got my attention was there was a $2 bill on his desk, and I have $2 bills in my gun safe. And I was thinking, I just went to go look. It was one of those, I kind of got just that funky feeling, you know. I went to the gun safe and noticed that both my semi-automatic pistols were missing.
Do you remember how
Ooh, semi-autos. Pretty professional.
many times you shot?
Once or twice.
What did you feel when you walked over there?
I don't know. I remember being in the bathroom and then going out. I got mad when I pulled the trigger, and I think I hit someone. And then the alarms went off. Cop showed up. That was it.
Does anyone believe these shooters?
I think I yelled.
Oh, I happened to pull. Oh man, I just got angry, man. Pull the trigger. Maybe it hit somebody. Yo, why do you have a gun?
What did you yell?
I don't know. I was mad. I heard someone.
Did you hurt someone?
Stand on business. Stop it. We can't be shooting at people and say, did I hurt somebody? Well, why do you have a gun then? Stand on business. And don't shoot and say, do you hurt somebody? What were you shooting for? Property damage?
You hurt several people.
Nathaniel is apparently having sudden amnesia about what happened at the library, and he is quick to blame others.
I've been getting picked on and beat up. Everyone hates me. I was just mad about that.
Did you tell anybody how you were feeling?
No.
Why not?
Everyone's got their own problems.
Nathaniel says that he could talk neither to his church nor his girlfriend because he didn't want to upset them with the bad things he was thinking. Nathaniel shares that he's dating his pastor's daughter, and he tells detectives that he became a born-again Christian a month before the shooting.
Christianity.
What made you decide that it was enough? Had you been thinking about this for a while?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
How did you get the courage to do it today?
I don't know. If I remember, I don't even know how I got to go in.
You knew it was wrong. So, what do you think was going to happen? What would be the outcome?
I don't know. I would.
So why did you shoot those other people?
I don't know.
Nathaniel doesn't provide much in terms of his own motivations, so police must look in the place where he documented his ideas, those 2 videos Nathaniel recorded only minutes before heading to the library.
Hi, I'm Nathaniel Ray Jewett, and I was making this because it's about to be 0 hour. My thing was when I lost hope, or when I just couldn't take it anymore, is when I was going to do it. It's that time. So, I'm about to go NBK, Natural Born Killer. This isn't like, no, but Columbine inspired me. It's not that. This is my own thing. Oh, I love you, Dad. I love you, Mom. I acted alone. This was no one's fault. It's kind of my own.
Despite this remark, Nathaniel spreads the blame around, claiming that harassment at school culminated in his...
He has a girlfriend. How's he getting harassed? Is the girlfriend just looking at him?
Getting suspended for a fight he didn't start. A cell phone video of the fight tells a different story.
You know what he did. You know what he did.
Different story. Regardless of the fight's details, it's clear that there's much more going on in Nathaniel's head than one schoolyard scuffle.
I feel as though there's no other way about this. I have some mental issues going on. It's not like I'm hearing voices or anything. I'm angry at the world, and I have so much anger, and I can't time at you right. I have so much anger, frustration, and just hopelessness. This needed to happen. It's probably gonna shock a lot of people. No one's ready for this. I'm really mad.
Yeah, he goes to the library, doesn't get
This is
beat up by
kind
the
of
other kid
for
again.
people getting bullied, because I'm blaming, that's one of the big reasons, and just because I'm sick.
Nathaniel's ultimate reason behind carrying out a mass shooting is horrifying in its emptiness.
Now, why I did this, I don't know either. I couldn't really see myself doing anything else. That's it. Thank y'all. Thanks to everyone that was nice to me. And yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Alright, I just gotta...
Nathaniel Ray Jewett pled guilty to 30 felony counts.
How'd he get to 30?
Including 2 charges of first-degree murder for the killing of 61-year-old Wanda
Oh, he
Walters
got somebody.
and 48-year-old Christina Carter.
That's unfortunate.
4 others were wounded in the attack, including 10-year-old Noah Molina, his sister Alexis Molina, library patron Howard Jones, and circulation assistant Jessica Thrawn. On February 15, 2019, roughly 17 months after the shooting, Nathaniel was given 2 concurrent life sentences plus 40 years.
Damn.
At the time of his sentencing, he would have been eligible for parole no sooner than the year 2051. However, a controversial new bill was signed into law in 2023, banning life sentences in New Mexico for convicted juveniles.
Damn.
Under the new law, juvenile offenders may seek parole after serving 15 years. This would make Nathaniel Jewett eligible to go before the parole board in 2033.
Down the hallway to the left, on the left side.
19 years of age. She told the front desk that she was a resident. She is now banging on a door and throwing his...
Where are you going? No.
Yeah, he hit like, was it 5 people? And he's like, did anybody get hurt?
I'm just the DA. She had come earlier while I was at the front desk, and she said that her and her boyfriend went through a breakup. Okay, so she's the non-resident. You're a seat? Yeah, I'm a DA. I work at the front desk. Okay. But yeah.
Hi, can you tell me what's going on?
This nigga got me f***ed up all the f***ing way.
What'd he do to you, sis? What'd he do? He really got you fucked up. Wait, people talk like this in the Midwest? What city did it say? Wait, let me rewind there. What city?
Down the hallway to the left. She said that her and her at the front desk.
Got me f***ed up all the f***ing way.
No, that is not what we're doing. Stand up, let's go. Stand up now. Get your stuff, let's go.
You, Cameron, so much.
I said, let's go.
Bro.
They're dogs. They're all fucking dogs at the end of the fucking day, bitch. They belong in the dog kennel, bitch. They belong in the dog kennel. That is enough. I don't know what the problem is right now, but this ain't gonna help.
Nah, well.
You don't know what you're doing right now.
I know I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, fuck. I know I don't. Plus for us to contact the AOP.
Damn, huh? This is a tank. 2 people can't stop her.
Stop moving.
Put your hands behind your back now.
54, hold traffic.
Never fall in love with
Get up, let's go. Get up now. Bend your knees.
Bro.
You don't need that shit. You don't need drugs. That's enough. You don't need drugs. You don't need sex. You don't need shit for your fucking self. Stand up. we done? Yeah, I'm done. Oh,
Wait.
these handcuffs hurt like a. Are we done?
No bra.
Yeah, I'm done.
That's crazy.
Bro, these handcuffs hurt like a fucking bitch. I'm sure they do. Get these shits off me, bitch. Oh, shit. Fucking shit. Niggas don't do shit at the end of the day but treat you fucking wrong, bitch. No God, if you never do yourself, no God. If you never know yourself, if you never love yourself, you never loved your parents.
Nah, black man would never do this.
Love yourself, bro. Love yourself. These ain't gonna treat you shit. Let's go. Like shit.
Are we gonna get the backstory? Bro, she's actually like a full version 3 tank model and they can't stop her.
No. Do you have anything on you that's gonna hurt me? Except me, bitch.
Ah, base. Threatening an officer, another charge.
Everything's gonna be okay. Have a seat. Hold on. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be alright. Oh, is honest. That's what all what that happens to them, bro. They end up in the seatbelt, bitch. You don't think anyone's here to protect you, bitch? These cops are, bitch. Relax. These fucking cops are the fucking shit, bitch. Fuck.
400.
I'm the administrator on call right now.
Right.
I just got the call and I came right over, so I asked my staff to call you guys. I'm assuming you guys don't have any information.
I have her name.
Okay, I mean, I just need UIN or name so I can write a report.
From what I understand.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have them confirm it.
Okay, so we don't know how she got in the building.
They're naivety. Can you confirm if she is a student? From what I was told from dispatch, she came in, said she was a student and was let in. And that's when she started banging on the doors.
Do we know what door she was in?
145. The student is Cameron.
What's her name?
First name is Jazana.
Do you guys need anything from me?
I'm gonna need statements from students.
Okay.
You want to trespass for this?
I don't know. I'm gonna call Terry.
Because that's, it would be up to them. I'd be like,
I mean, I don't want her back in our buildings. If she's gonna be a safety hazard to our residents, it's gonna be up to Natalie Record.
I don't know. That's why I want to call Terry and see.
yeah, disorderly. Resisting without. Because she wasn't fighting you, but she also wasn't.
No, I mean, she was.
It's all, I don't know. Was she like resisting?
Yeah,
she did resist. All right, I'll get this thing.
Yeah, of course, I'll help you.
Yeah, I don't have enough pens for everybody.
We have pens.
All right. Is it all three of you going to write statements?
All three of them. Brad, do you have pens?
I'll come over here so everybody can see. Write a statement. If you need more, write back here. And then when you're done, don't sign anything. Just wait for me, okay?
Okay. Do you want it from when she started, when she first came in?
Want the whole story from the beginning to what she said, how she acted.
All right.
Was she disruptive? You guys got hand sanitizer?
We do. It's right here.
Wait, what did he? Wait. Hand sanitizer for what? Was she sweating? Where did he put his hands?
Whatever you guys do, just let me know so I can let our.
She's under arrest.
Okay.
She's going to go to jail.
Okay.
I would imagine she should be trespassed, but that's just me. Especially if she has to go to school here. She doesn't.
That pixie is crazy.
Making a fuss.
That is so wild.
Yelling and screaming, profanities. I'll verify with Officer Hoffman, but pretty sure probably disorderly and resisting without violence.
She is not a student. So I've already called the lieutenant.
Why was she there if she's not a student? She just pulled up to college.
He's gonna call me back. At minimal, if they want trespass, are you able to sign that, or do you need to call Natalie?
I need to call Natalie.
Okay.
Disorderly and resisting without. You tased her, right?
That's what I asked. No, I didn't tase her.
Oh, I thought you did.
I almost pulled out, but I did not. But
That's what I would charge you with, the trespasser.
I'm assuming you guys don't need a statement or anything from
What's that?
from me or anything.
no, you weren't here until.
Until you guys had her halfway down the hallway.
All right, let me check on him, and hopefully Terry calls back soon.
After the lieutenant discusses the situation with the primary officer, she re-enters the building to update the other officer.
We're gonna head down now. if you can.
You want these?
He said I don't need those right now. That way we can get all of them together.
What charge?
Obstructing and trespassing.
Who's Cameron?
Are we going to behave in here, or are we going to start acting up again? Where even are we? We're at the Lee County Jail. So.
Bro, I'm gonna sound so sexist and like fat phobic, but like, I get why skinny women do the shirt. They can't the fake shirts. You know, what do they call it, a midriff? I don't know about clothes, but why do fat people do this? This is actually she's trolling. She's trolling so bad, and she a man. Why is she? I guess they arrested her. That's why her pants is sagging. I guess. So to go back to the start. Why wear shirts? What do you have a stomach that you don't want to show?
Are we going to behave, or are we going to start acting up again? Go ahead, Stefan. So is this, we're going to start acting up?
Yeah, she had her shirt up the old time. Damn, that's tough.
Okay, thank you. We're going to come sit back over here. You can sit sideways. Watch your head. You can stay sitting. You can't get out right now. You gotta sit.
Oh, fuck y'all, bro. What are y'all talking about?
Are we gonna start acting up again?
No.
I don't want to stand here and wait either, but we have to wait for a nurse to come out. I'm gonna shut the door. Go ahead and put your feet back in. Put your feet in the car now.
Come on.
Start acting up. Just come out and take her. So she has been, it started as a screaming match. She calmed down on the way here, and then since waiting, she's been a little uncooperative.
How about you right now?
She just seems annoyed right now.
How y'all doing?
Go ahead, you can get her out. Good, how are you?
What's up, bro? How you doing? Come on, let's go. Let's go.
What?
Randomly, after 10 minutes of silence and cooperation, Jasana loses it.
Keep your head up.
Bro, you get arrested. Isn't it time to stop now?
Trust me, never come out of character just because somebody ended a relationship. And this is particularly sad to watch because as a police officer, I can't count how many domestics and relationship issue calls
I still don't
I've been
know.
called to.
Who cares? Oh shit. Hey, I didn't get it.
To be very clear about this, everyone deserves to walk safely down Roosevelt Avenue.
The 2-mile stretch of Roosevelt Avenue that runs through Jackson Heights is the target of a joint city and state crackdown called Operation Restore.
So a working-class neighborhood here in New York has been taken over by gangs, and residents say they don't even feel safe walking down the street. But although there's been a massive deployment of police officers here, which has led to reductions in crime over the last week, the city has already announced this police surge is temporary. And fearful residents say that once the police leave, the criminal element that's infested their backyards is going to come back.
Residents and business owners say they are fed up with the illegal dumping and trafficking that is happening in front of them every day.
Roosevelt Avenue. Some of the so-called massage. Just about anything, and photos of the problems these residents of this middle-class neighborhood.
This guy's trash.
Sometimes a serial killer will strike and then lay low for a year or more before killing again. Others will travel from city to city, state to state, staying one step ahead of those hunting them. Some kill in sprees, rushing to pile up victims before local law enforcement finally catches them. But what if one was simply hiding among an uptick of violent crimes and
I can't even
homicides in
bother
a
to
city,
put up the game. I'll just
fueled
stealing
by
content.
statistics and a society becoming too used to street violence? That may well have been what happened in Anchorage, Alaska in the summer of 2016. Join us as we look into the unsettling case of James Dale Ritchie. We would like to extend our deepest sympathies to the family and loved ones of the 5 no interesting place, to say the least. It's home to 40% of the state's population and has more people calling it home than live in all of northern Canada and Greenland combined. It's also the nation's 4th largest metropolitan area. Its environs cover more land than the state of Rhode Island. And in 2016, its police force of 386 officers and administrators were pushed to their limits by growing gang violence and a homicide rate that would set a record for the city. Even though it's located in one of the last great American frontiers, Anchorage is a thoroughly modern city with everything that its more 16 saw it having a lot of the bad. And the longer daylight hours, daylight. People there making the trail between Post Road and Viking Drive called into police that they had come across the bodies of a man and a woman. No one else was in the area. Police were able to identify the victims as 41-year-old Jason Netter Sr. and 20-year-old Brianna Foisey. Each had been shot numerous times, and the appearance of the scene was that of 2 people that had either been ambushed or killed by someone they knew.
Wait, people getting ambushed in 2016?
Police said the bodies did not appear to have been moved from where they were killed. They offered no idea for a motive and did not immediately release information on how the 2 had been killed. However, they had been shot multiple times, and bullet fragments were recovered at the scene would begin to tell a story once they were...
I'll skip that one too.
Turn around. So now we're gonna, nope.
I haven't.
Nope.
I'll give you information.
Nope. Turn around before I tase you. Turn around before I tase you. Turn around before I dry stun you. I ain't gonna tell you one more time. You making me mad. I will tase you. Sir? Get in the car. Get in the car. Get back in the car right now. Get back in the car right now. Going once.
Oh, Linda,
going
$10.
twice. Get in the car right now. What are y'all doing? Sit down. Hey, sit down. You sit down right now.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
I will tase you for obstruction. Sit down.
I'm gonna tase you. You understand that, right?
Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
I didn't do anything.
Gun. We got a gun.
When a woman allegedly stabs a fellow Walmart shopper in the neck with a needle and then books it out of the store, cops pursue her into the parking lot, not having any idea of the absolute insanity they're about to encounter. On the evening of August 22nd, 2023, a 19-year-old man who's shopping at his local Walmart in Duluth, Georgia, encounters another shopper, a woman in a yellow plaid shirt. The young man, who we'll just call Tyler for the sake of his privacy, is browsing the electronics section for a present for his mother.
Okay, in the middle of the conversation, I feel a sharp pain on my neck. I walk up close, I feel a sharp pain on my neck, right?
Okay, so you need an ambulance?
I'm not totally sure. She told me I had 5 minutes. She said something about poison and Narcan. I went and bent over, I felt something, but I didn't see her do it. Again, we kept talking. At the end of our conversation, she told me that in 5 minutes, you're going to get this poison agent out of here with Narcan. And then she started laughing. And then I rushed to the front so I could talk to the customers or the clerks here.
During this call, the woman abandons all of the Walmart items she's been gathering and swiftly leaves the store, causing 2 loss prevention employees to follow her as far as the sliding doors. They pause in the parking lot as they're hesitant to follow the woman in the dark, who they can barely see getting into a blue Ford Explorer. At this point, officers Holiday and Blackwell arrive on scene.
Keenan out of Norfolk.
Are you the boys that got stuck in the neck?
That's what it felt like. I don't know if it's kicking in, but they're saying they don't read anything, so it might be a panic attack, but I feel something right here.
Since the 1800s, attacks with hypodermic needles have become a prevalent phenomenon and are often referred to as pinprick attacks or needle spiking. Essentially, these attacks involve one person stabbing another with a needle and syringe full of a dangerous substance or a sedative with the intent of taking advantage of them, or with a contaminated needle for the purpose of transmitting a blood-borne illness. Clearly, Tyler is terrified by the prospect of what he may have been injected with.
She's over there in a blue truck.
Yeah, like a blue SUV. Well, he said the Explorer, right? Hold up. Don't hit. You hit me, you're going to jail. Don't. Hold up. That means stop. That means stop. That means stop. Put the car in park. Hi. How you doing?
This is 72-year-old Jay Carswell.
Good. You in this car by yourself?
No.
Who's in the car with you?
My friend.
Where's your friend at?
He's sitting in the back.
Can you roll your window down? Can you roll that window down?
Go ahead.
All the way down? Where's the friend at? Hi. So, put the car on park, please. Okay, so ma'am, I need you to open that door nicely, and I'm gonna ask you some questions in regard to why I'm here, okay?
I'm gonna get out of the car.
Huh? Yeah, just if you could, just so you can answer my questions so we can, get it moving. And sir, can you just put the car on park, to the car off? Put the keys on the dash, please. Appreciate you. Were you guys together this whole time or no? No. So where were you? Are you waiting in the car? Okay.
On the other side of the vehicle is Officer Holliday. A woman matching the witness's description exits the SUV.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
This is 55-year-old Jennifer Keenan.
Good. So what's going on tonight?
I went in a store to buy some things, and I changed my mind because they wouldn't come over and check the computer.
Okay.
And they don't have tap pay, and I wasn't going to scan, and I didn't have enough money on me to pay for it.
Okay.
So I left.
Okay. Do you have an ID or anything on you?
No, sir, I do not.
Okay. No worries.
Okay. And what else?
Did you have a conversation with anybody while you were inside?
I didn't do anything wrong, sir.
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out. Did you talk to anybody while you were in there?
No, but you want to go back in and we can talk?
This is interesting because while Jennifer claims that she didn't speak to anyone in Walmart, just seconds before she claimed the employees wouldn't check her items on the computer. How could the Walmart employees refuse to check her items if she didn't talk with anyone?
We will in just a
Magic
second.
Walmart employee.
What's your
I
name
didn't
real
do
quick?
anything wrong.
What's your name real quick, sweetie?
Okay, sir, I didn't do anything wrong.
Right, but I'm sitting here asking you a question because somebody accused you of something.
Okay, no, they did not. I didn't do anything wrong.
They accused you. They pointed you out directly. Vehicle and description and everything.
That.
Okay.
I don't believe that.
Well,
I didn't do anything wrong.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Okay, let's go back and let's talk to the person.
Well, I'd like to find out who you are first.
The state of Georgia maintains a stop and identify law. If police suspect someone has committed a crime, they can lawfully order the subject to identify themselves.
Okay, sir, let's go back and
Do you have warrants or something?
No, sir.
No? So why don't you want to tell me who you are?
Well, I want to know who's saying something
he
about
definitely
me.
did
We'll
it.
check that out in a minute, but I'm dealing with you first.
Well, can we please go in there?
No, we
do
can't.
all this
Because I'm
together.
sitting here talking to you.
I didn't do anything wrong.
That's what we're trying to ascertain, okay? But I'm sitting here talking to you. You don't want to sit here and help me in any way, shape, or form.
I am helping you.
No, you're not. I'd like to know who I'm talking to.
Okay, I didn't
Okay.
buy anything. I didn't steal anything.
Okay.
Excuse me?
Yes, ma'am.
Is anybody here on drugs?
I'm not.
Or
I get tested pretty regularly.
Is anybody there on drugs?
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out, okay?
Okay.
So we can go about this a couple different ways, but I'd like it if you were a little bit more cooperative.
Okay, who's your boss?
Who's my boss?
Yeah.
Right now, it's me. He's tied up on something.
Okay, well,
Okay.
I'll wait until your boss gets here.
Okay, you know what? We can definitely do that.
I mean,
Okay.
I didn't do anything wrong. What's his name?
What's that?
What's
I'll
boss?
tell you what, I'll have him come here and talk to you, okay?
This is
174 to
ridiculous.
187 or 181. Can you be en route?
And you work for Duluth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I've got a friend of mine. We're dealing with a death right now.
It's at this point in the conversation that Officer Blackwell approaches Officer Holliday and the woman, who continues to deny she's done anything wrong.
I was going in to buy some flowers and some items. So,
You were telling me something, so you don't want to give her information.
I didn't do anything wrong.
So you're not getting information?
Nope.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay. Last time, so you're not getting information. So I'm clear?
I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay.
I want to know who said something about me. I want to go talk to that person because I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, turn around. So now we're gonna.
Wait a minute.
Nope,
I haven't.
nope.
I'll give you information.
Nope. Turn around before I tase you. Turn around before I tase you. Turn around before I dry stun you. I ain't gonna tell you one more time. You making me mad. I will tase you. Get in the car. Get back in the car right now. Get back in the car right now. Going once. Going twice. Get in the car right now. Sit down. Hey! Sit down. You sit down right now.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I will tase you for obstruction. Sit down.
In an effort to maintain officer safety and prevent interference with an ongoing investigation, the officer may order the man to get back in his vehicle. Failure to follow a basic order in a situation such as this can be construed as obstruction.
55 to units. Can we have a code 7, please?
I'm gonna tase you. You understand that, right?
Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
I didn't do anything.
Gun!
We got a gun!
I didn't do
Get on the ground! Stop moving! Stop moving!
anything.
Stop moving!
I didn't do anything. I didn't.
Sit down!
Give me your arm. I'm gonna hurt you.
Stop it!
Now don't be rough on her. I'm telling
You better not move. 55 code 7, please.
Jay! Jay!
Hey, stop reaching! Hey, sir, I swear to God.
You leave her alone.
Stop it. Do something right now. Do something. Stop it.
I'm making sure she's
Stop it.
whether you like it or not. I got the right to look at her. And we'll pay for these.
If you reach, I will tase you.
Stop moving.
I didn't do anything.
Stop moving.
I didn't do anything. I'm telling you the truth. I didn't do anything.
Stop moving.
Put your hands on the steering wheel.
Be quiet.
Keep your hands on the steering. You to that car, I'll tase you. Get out the car. Get out the car.
During a detention, officers can remove the driver of a vehicle as well as occupants in the midst of an investigation.
You're not starting this car. Get out the car. Hands down. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
No.
Get on the ground.
I ain't got a damn thing.
Get on the ground. Tase the boy. Tase the boy. Get on the ground. Stop reaching. Stop reaching. Stop reaching. Stop reaching. Stop reaching. Get on the ground right now. Get on the ground. I'll tase you again. Get on the ground.
The first additional officer, Major Wilson, arrives in a police pickup truck, which he promptly parks in front of the Explorer to prevent Jay from driving off. He runs to the passenger side to pull Jay out as even more additional units pull up. After they pull Jay from the vehicle, they find he too has an unholstered handgun tucked in his jeans, and they promptly confiscate it.
Okay, comply. You will get tased. Comply. You will get tased. Okay. I hadn't done a damn thing. I hadn't done a damn thing. Yeah, you did. I did not. You should have listened. I told you I was concerned about her.
Yeah, that's why you jumped back in the car?
Yeah.
You're hurting me.
170 for radio. Let me get some food.
Hey, honestly.
Please don't hurt her.
I
Don't
hope
be
this
accused
one.
of stealing anything.
Steal anything.
The needle's right there from the car.
What?
That's a pen.
Okay.
We didn't steal anything. Honest to God, we didn't steal anything.
Nobody accused you of stealing anything.
Yes, they did.
No, they
You
didn't.
said they did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, sir.
Those words never came out of my mouth.
So what did you say then?
I said you had accusations you stabbed somebody. That is a far cry.
What? I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
With the scene now under control and both suspects in handcuffs, police begin searching the vehicle, their efforts punctuated by the odd declarations from Jennifer.
Trying to buy some flowers.
I did some with cops because they were people trying to stop right there in front when I was.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Some other guy came up to the car and he looked like he was going to rob us.
Canales, get her up on her feet and search her. Do you have gloves, Canales?
There's some other guy that came to the car and he was going to try and rob us. Okay?
I don't want you to step on those. Grab those.
Yeah, thank you. Can you put him in my pocket?
I'm gonna set them right here with your property, okay?
Okay.
Everyone take a breath. Jesus, calm it down.
We didn't steal anything. Somebody said we stole something. We didn't steal anything, honest. We didn't steal anything.
I think we're code 4 here. I appreciate it. What we're gonna do, we'll walk you.
Anything. Hold on, I want to talk to my friend. I want to talk to my friend.
If you don't stop resisting, I'm gonna drag you.
I want to talk to my friend. I want to talk to my friend. No, I want to talk with my friend. I want to talk with my friend.
Keep
I
searching.
didn't do anything wrong.
Keep searching. I got it. Watch.
You're
Be
hurting me.
careful for needles there, Canals.
Excuse me?
I'm not talking to you. Just sit there.
I don't do drugs.
Clearly. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, whatever.
After the officers finish searching Jennifer, she's placed in the back of a squad car, still protesting her innocence. Though they're unable to locate a needle, doing so is not required in order to carry out a lawful arrest. It's definitely not unusual for a suspect to ditch evidence that could be incriminating, and the officers move their focus to Jay.
We take photos already?
Not yet.
We got 10 people standing around.
Well, I don't.
Looking at you. No, I'm just kidding. Go
I
ahead.
might say I was trying to.
Sir, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good now.
Yeah? Got your adrenaline up?
I had it up.
You have any more fight in you?
No, I'm not trying to fight. I wasn't trying to fight yet.
All right.
I was just concerned about her. She was over here hollering my name and everything like she was being hurt.
Well, your friend over there, your lady friend's real concerned.
You got gloves on, too.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Mind if I take this probe out of your chest?
I don't mind at all.
Once Jay is also placed in the back of a squad car, officers begin their search of the Ford Explorer.
Dude, why can't people ever have clean cars when they come back from?
Damn it, whenever
I did not. Major Wilson did.
Underneath the many piles of trash, officers find 3 fully loaded guns, 2 shotguns, and a rifle, all in hunting sleeves. Paramedics arrived shortly thereafter to check on Tyler, the alleged needle stabbing victim. And while he described himself as shaking hard, the EMTs didn't find obvious injury and released him. They instructed him to visit the hospital if his symptoms grew worse. EMS checked Jennifer Keenan and Jay Carswell and declared them medically cleared, at which point police transported them to the Gwinnett County Jail. Although no needle was seen on body cam footage, Jennifer Keenan was held on multiple charges, including aggravated battery, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, and obstruction, according to police. At the time of this video, both Jay and Jennifer remain in jail, each on a $3,500 bond.
Hey, sir.
Okay. This exact moment is every dad's worst nightmare. This is the father of 23-year-old EMT Madison Clevenger, and he just realized his daughter has been murdered. Police will race against the clock to hunt down her killer. Little do they know just how twisted their journey to find her murderer will be. This disturbing mystery began on the morning of May 15th, 2020, in the small town of Searcy, Arkansas. At 7 a.m., Maddie failed to show up to work as scheduled. She deeply loved her job and saving other people's lives as an EMT, so her absence immediately sent up red flags with her coworkers.
What board?
When she failed to answer her phone, Maddie's family and one of her coworkers rushed to her house to see if she was okay.
Oh, beard.
They
Oh,
discovered the front door
dyslexia.
locked, and Maddie completely unresponsive inside.
Bindi.
Okay. I was like, wait, am I at the right place now? I thought they said 601.
Oh.
Okay.
Madison State. Phone calls. Dogs bark.
Searcy Police Department. Whose keys are those?
Oh, those are hers. Her sister's.
Hello, puppy. Hi. How old is she?
In her early 20s.
Early 20s. Any of y'all know family member or anything? Oh, you're a family member. Okay. Sister. Okay.
Got a pry bar or something so I can break in.
Police are allowed to enter homes to conduct wellness checks if there is no response from the person inside and they have reason to believe that they may be in danger. However, the officer present doesn't have means of breaking in, like a crowbar or battering ram. Instead, he
Kick
has
the
another
door.
proposal.
Kick.
Yep, but there's a window unit back here.
Window.
I think we can probably move that window unit, not the close one because it's clearly screwed in, but the other one we could probably get in. That far window unit back here, We can probably get through there. How are you related, sir?
I'm the dad.
Your dad, okay.
Go to the window.
And then if you would just come unlock the door quick and
Inside, Madison's father takes much longer to open the door than expected. The officer helplessly waits outside. As the seconds tick by, the realization of what must be beyond the door dawns on both law enforcement and the rest of the family waiting.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Wait, what happened?
She's gone. 211, 212.
Oh, dead.
She's 10-7.
Yeah, she's 10-7.
Okay, I'm gonna need y'all to go out. I'm sorry. Sir, I'm sorry for your loss. Can we step outside?
The grief that Madison's family is experiencing is unimaginable. The officers are forced to keep the family away to preserve the crime scene, which only makes the situation even more heartbreaking for everyone involved. It can't be overstated how compassionate and loving Maddie was. She was an empathetic, loving Christian who slept every night beneath a sign that read, "Always pray to have eyes to see the best in people, a heart that forgives the worst."
A Christian killed her. No, wait, maybe a Satanist.
A mind that forgets the bad, and a soul that never loses faith in God.
She's dead. I'm sorry. You can't go in.
Can I see her?
No, not right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry for your loss.
One star detective.
In their exchange with the family, the cops uncover one very important detail that will propel the rest of their investigation.
Why don't they like your boyfriend? She didn't just say. She said she didn't want anything about it.
I think they didn't want. I guess these are good cops and don't want to destroy property. And plus,
I've heard that name too.
Law enforcement had every reason to recognize Hunter's name. In 2016, he was convicted of armed robbery after shooting a convenience store clerk. That's why Hunter was not legally able to obtain or possess a firearm.
Oh, he's friends with some real winners too. But they
Real winner, she said.
Yeah, he is. I think I've heard of him in that regard. Something about your baby mama calling me daddy just sits right with me.
what?
Baby mama calling me daddy just sits right with me.
What?
Something about your baby mama calling me daddy just sits right with me. Well, this was from May 6th. That's the last time he's posted anything. That was last week. 9 days ago. Yeah.
He may have his settings set up that some of his posts don't post unless you're friends with him or something like that.
We can't comment on the officer's claim that Hunter is a douche. We can say, however, that his Facebook page is largely public, and it doesn't paint a phenomenal picture of his character. Hunter was the first person on law enforcement's radar for more reasons than one. First, there had been no signs of breaking and entering, indicating that whoever shot Maddie had access to her home. Second, nothing had been taken from the home of value, suggesting that her death wasn't motivated by robbery. The only two items that had been taken had immense sentimental value to Maddie: a necklace and a ring, one of which was given to her by her mother. With plenty of clues pointing towards Hunter, law enforcement set up cars around his residence to conduct a traffic stop as soon as he drove nearby. Well, it didn't take long for his red Chrysler 300 to make an appearance.
Give us your hands, man.
That was quick.
Officer Ashby, the police department. How's it going today, officer? Doing good.
Stop it. Why do people do this? He He's so fake. Something about your baby mama call me daddy sits right with me. Good morning, officer. Yeah, he did it. He did it.
You got your license, registration, and insurance?
Yeah. Driver's license.
Is there anything in the vehicle I need to be worried about? Any bombs, guns, drugs, illegal contraband? Ain't got any firearms or anything in the vehicle? Okay. Mr. Bishop, do you mind taking a step out of the vehicle for me?
What for, officer?
Well, I just want to make sure there's nothing in the vehicle I need to be worried about.
Where is it?
Okay. Well, to be honest with you, you're wanted. There it is. Our CID is needing to speak with you.
Who?
Okay.
Your what?
Our CID, our detectives need to speak with you. So I need you to step out of the vehicle, and I just.
Okay.
Drive off. Drive off.
Turn my vehicle on, roll my windows up.
Yeah, we'll let you turn it back on. I just need you to step back out here real quick, because at this point, you are being detained. You're not being arrested, but you are being detained. There was an incident that happened last night that that our detectives need to clear up with you. Okay.
Oh, do you have a warrant or anything?
No, that's what I'm saying. Right now, you're just being detained. You're not being arrested.
Okay.
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 The choice the officer made here to disclose that Hunter was being detained before getting him out of the car was an incredibly dangerous risk. In just a second, you'll see the heart-stopping reason why.
Oh, you just get him?
Just make sure.
Yo, blow his head off. Pow, pow. Yo, get him.
Where's the gun at?
I don't have a gun.
There. Well, you have a holster. Where's the
Yo,
gun?
get him.
Well, where's the gun that's supposed to go in this? Okay. Like I said, as of right now, you're just being detained for questioning, okay? If you would go ahead and put your hands behind your back for me. I'm gonna go ahead and place you in handcuffs. So there's not a gun in the vehicle?
No.
Do you mind if I take a look to make sure?
Without a warrant,
Okay, there's no problem.
Nah, okay, you know he got him. What is he? He was not hiding a gun. He just had a holster. You guys are just untrusting. You're just untrusting.
I don't want to leave my car here.
No.
If that was me, I would have passed the QTE and blew his head off.
I can't afford to get it towed.
Destroy body cam.
Just because you can't sit up front?
Anyone who is detained must be put in the back of the police cruiser for officer safety. Well, it seems that Hunter...
Yeah, without probable cause or if it's not in clear view.
He promptly refuses law enforcement's request to search his vehicle, which means that they'll have to request a warrant to search
get a
for
warrant.
the gun that belongs in the holster on his hip.
Work for it,
Police
pig.
knew that the gun needed to be found, but the ironic history of the gun was beyond what they ever could have imagined. While two officers on the scene make calls to get a search warrant issued, the officer who took Hunter into custody gives him a lift to the police station.
Yeah, look at the Chad show again.
Am I being charged with anything? I don't know what's going on. No, right now we're just doing our investigation part. I'm not being charged with anything right now.
Hunter is wary of signing the document that law enforcement has provided him with. But after several minutes of completing the forms, the detective can begin his questioning in earnest. However, his questions may have Hunter wishing that he hadn't signed anything.
You know why we wanted to talk with you today? That's no idea. Okay, that's fine. I'll fill you in on the details. There's as much as I can. Our officers went out to residents today to check on welfare of the Madison Buttigieg. She missed an appointment, which apparently is unlike her. And when we finally was able to locate her, we found that she passed away. At this point, we are trying to talk to any and everyone who has known her or has seen her previously, and just trying to put our pieces together. So that's why I'm talking with you today. Oh, wow. I hear that.
Hunter's reaction, which is essentially no reaction, is not what you would expect from someone who has just lost their partner. The officer quickly changes the topic. And despite the fact that Hunter has theoretically just learned about Madison's passing for the first time, he's very calm and put together.
Nah, he's just a Chad.
Madison? Yeah, she was actually a pretty good friend of mine. So did y'all, how would you define your relationship with her? Did y'all hang out? Did you just talk on Facebook? Did you go out and just do stuff as friends? Did y'all date? How would you define it? I feel like
Hunter's hesitation here indicates to detectives that he's trying to decide whether to tell the truth or to come up with a lie. Giving complex answers to very simple questions is a red flag, and often happens because suspects are trying to buy time to make up their story, or to make themselves sound better. At this point, law enforcement is already well aware that Hunter and Madison have been in a romantic relationship for some time. But what's Hunter going to tell Madison have been in a
with her? Damn.
Romantic relationship for some time. But what's Hunter going to tell them?
being all messed up about my high school love and stuff, I probably didn't see her for what she could have been, potentially. But we were excellent friends. Were you wanting to see her more than just a friend? You know, I had talked to her. I talked with her about it, and I told her that I don't really feel like that if I stuck myself out there to be in a relationship that I would be right now as good as I potentially could be. But I've seen potential in her, and I didn't say an absolute no. She was a sweet person. Did she want to have a relationship with you? I believe she did. Did she say it outright, or just did she hint at it, or what? What do you mean by you think she did?
Maddie frequently messaged.
We gotta read these. Are you doing as terrible as I am? Yes, I failed on a test and dropped my grade to C. C is still passing, and I bet you have plenty of points left to give you a B at least! Exclamation mark. As long as you know you tried your best, that's what matters. What's going on with your stuff? Shit with Bailey and just life. School is actually I passed my AP Bone? What's AP Bone? AP Bone Practical? The past time has shocked me, but school has been kicking my ass. I understand that Hunter and I are talking good deal. Some days it seems to have a lot in my life, and I feel like almost like wondering if it's worth it. We had sex, bro. Bro, how you gonna leave? I had those feelings before we had sex. No, he's cooked. But still, I'm so glad Billy and I have waited. I'll be more fucked than actually being fucked. Waited 10 months? No wonder she's dead. We always said no, but the other night he asked me what I wanted and I told him.
Actually kept her on a shelf, not
People,
keeping her as
people actually text their friends like this?
a priority as he engaged in flirting with other women. In addition,
holy shit. Bedroom talk. What? Yes, filter that shit until later. He was telling all of his shit first. He brought it up, not me.
She shared some of her messages with Hunter, voicing her.
Your mouth loses your more shit than you as a person does? Shaking my head. What the fuck? He definitely treats you like that. There's no way. There's no way.
Her frustration that he treated her like, quote, one of his guy friends, while still engaging in sexual acts with her when he wanted to.
So you said you found each other on Facebook? You know, I can't remember. I believe she found me. I believe. I don't remember how long it's been.
How often would y'all get to talk?
I'm kind of more sparse than she was. I believe she would contact me more often, but I'm just kind of an antisocial kind of guy.
When's the last time you got to
King.
talk to her?
King.
Today's Friday. Probably spoke with her yesterday.
Yesterday. Did you work yesterday?
Yeah.
What kind of shift work do you have over at the office?
Tends to be the morning, the afternoon shift.
Law enforcement is asking Hunter when he worked so that if he tries to use work as an alibi for the time that Madison was killed, they can point to the time that he's just told them his shift was. However, Hunter makes it a point to be as vague as possible, saying it tends to be so that he can change his story later if needed. This may not come as a surprise, but it will be needed.
I mean, at this point, she passed away. Am I being charged with anything?
No. We're still doing our investigation. Yeah, sure.
Okay. I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning to go to work.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to go to work today?
Yeah, no, I just got off work whenever y'all pulled me over.
Okay.
I mean, is there any way you can call me or something, or? I mean, y'all towed my car. I don't even know why. I can't never come get it. I don't even have my phone with me.
So you woke up at 5 a.m., right? What time do you have to go to work today?
Well, I thought in the beginning of this process, whenever I was done talking, I don't know what I can provide you.
Well, we're trying to figure out who's the last person to talk to Madison. We have an idea, but we're not certain. So that's what we're talking to everyone who knows her, and we're trying to figure out who was the last person to actually talk to her.
I mean, before she went to bed, I'm not sure what time that was. She would call and tell me good night.
Yeah.
So I assumed she went to bed and maybe she stayed up on Facebook. I don't know what she did. But before she was ready to go to bed, she called me. We spoke for I don't exactly know how long, and then I guess she laid down, and I guess I laid down.
Right. But you don't remember what time you talked about.
Hunter couldn't remember what means he used to contact Madison, but suddenly he can recall that they talked on both Facebook and in a phone call. The officer leaves the room to gather information, but he doesn't return. Instead, he sends in another officer. Often, introducing another officer can increase the suspect's stress because they've already grown accustomed to the first officer they spoke with. Now, in this case, Hunter has every reason to be stressed because Detective Smith has some questions that are going to change everything.
Hello, sir. Mr. Bishop, I'm Detective Smith from the Searcy Police Department. How you doing, sir? You look a little tired, brother.
I am.
Detective Ripper had to step out for a little bit. He's following up on some other stuff. He asked some questions about the traffic stop and everything. Because my officers were telling me some concerning things. They found a holster, appendix holster here on me. It's empty. Was there a gun in it? There was no gun in it? Well, would you carry a holster without a gun? I wouldn't want to lug this stupid thing around if I didn't have a gun in it. Why did you have a holster? Did you
look cool? You wouldn't understand.
And purchase a gun?
I gave her some advice on picking something out for her.
Right. Did you guys go shooting together?
She shot it.
Did you go out and shoot at the pond up there and at the targets and stuff? You used spray paint to paint the targets and all that other stuff. You remember that? Well, I got the targets too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't shoot the gun?
No, I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying that you was with her. You remember the color of the gun?
It's kind of curly.
It's a curly gun? You remember the color of it?
I wouldn't be certain of it.
I don't think he sent in.
It's not the color of yours.
No. Well, like I said, it was a girl. It was a different color. You remember what kind of gun it was?
No, not really.
You're giving her advice on it, right?
Just kind of like something smaller and controllable.
Right. You remember what caliber it was? No. Did you buy a couple boxes of ammo while you was there? No. Not you. I'm saying did Madison. I mean, she bought the gun. I know that, and I know you were there. I got the video.
Just a few days before Madison was shot, security footage captured Hunter accompanying her to a local gun store. This is the first piece of physical evidence that law
He's so skinny and she's so big.
enforcement has against Hunter, but it won't be the last. This footage is particularly heartbreaking when you realize that Madison is standing at the counter buying her own murder weapon. Madison seems unfamiliar and a bit unsure about holding a gun, but Hunter's glee is clear even through the grainy footage. Well, it begs the question, did Hunter know that Madison was picking out her own murder weapon?
Just not begging the question, that's raising the question.
In the interrogation room, things take a drastic turn.
I guess. I mean, you had a holster on you, and I'm missing the gun. The gun has been reported stolen. You see that? Is that the girly gun? No, I mean, it may be. It's in your car. We just executed a search warrant on your car. And it was in your car. We drove my car out. Was it? I believe we drove my car out there for me to show her how to shoot it. Okay. I mean, I can't recall if she ever got it out of the car or not. That gun is stolen gun. It shouldn't be. She bought it. She bought it. She's dead and it's missing. So it's been reported as stolen. I believe we took my car out there to go shoot the gun. Did she left it in there? I'm telling you, she's coming. You didn't know it was in there? You had a holster on you, brother? Yeah, no. Come on, man. Yeah, no, I had no idea it was in there. 1 and 1 is still 2, brother. You got a holster on you. You got a gun in your car. It probably got your fingerprints all over it. I've got a 9mm casings from when you guys went shooting. I had the targets when you went shooting. I got stuff at the crime scene that says what killed Madison was a 9mm. Well, I thought she just passed away. She's dead. I was just told she just passed away.
Yeah, he's cooked. I mean, he's cooked. He lost it. He lost the plot.
It was showing to me. Okay. I started my phone video.
Wait, this was 7 years ago?
4.
4 years ago?
Yeah.
You killed your father 4 years ago.
You have to say it like that?
Well, but
and
that's...
don't just say it to me because it was my sister too.
She's evil. I'm sorry.
Your sister is?
Yes, evil person.
This is very hard for me, Anthony.
I know.
I've never told anybody this.
I guess not.
And obviously, I would deny it if you ever told anybody.
This is 61-year-old Linda Roberts, unaware that she is being recorded in connection with the mysterious death of her 85-year-old father. In 2015,
we'll get it together. We will work whatever we need to work out together right now.
Have you ever had a forced entry for eviction?
They possibly have access to grenades and explosives.
Mr. McGood!
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Lizzie, can you get out?
No. Radio, we got an officer stuck.
Bring a few of those rifles from the armory, ASAP.
Bring all of them.
This is exactly how shooting goes down.
All the rifles?
When police officers in Euclid, Ohio assist with a routine eviction, they have no idea that they're walking into a deadly confrontation with a man who has no intention of leaving the property. The suburban peace is shattered when gunshots pierce the November air, and police must race against time, face shocking violence, and launch a daring rescue attempt to save one of their own. On the afternoon of November 9th, 2023, 2 Euclid police officers respond to a call from a bailiff carrying out an eviction order on behalf of the municipal court.
Mr. Chadwick Raw, the tenant inside. I knocked on the door. He came to the door. He opened it. He cracked it open. I said, eviction. And he said, wait a minute. Close the door.
Is that the landlord or something right there?
Yes. Yeah. And I told everybody to stand back because after the second time he closed the door and locked it, I knocked on it again. And he said, 1 minute. And then that was it.
Okay.
When I called you back.
Has he been living here for a while? Because I've never been to this residence for anything.
I believe so.
We had a court date. The hell's going on with this society? I have no idea. Jesus. Is that his? Or?
Yeah, that's his car.
So has he been to court or?
Yes, he's been to court, and I served the notice. He knew that he had plenty of time to leave.
I just hate these guys.
Okay.
Which was Thursday, last week Thursday?
Yeah.
And so he knew to leave, but let's try it again.
Okay. I'm about to say, you're busy today. I was like 2 in 1 day. People just aren't listening.
Right.
The bailiff prepares once again to rouse Chad McGraw from the house, this time with some assistance from Officer Schwett and Officer Lindsay. While there's nothing yet to suggest that there will be a conflict, it isn't long before the officers begin to have serious concerns about McGraw's behavior. And as we'll see, those concerns will turn out to be horribly justified.
I don't know if you got a weapon or not.
What's his name?
Mr. McGraw. Mr. McGraw! Hello, Mr. McGraw.
How old is this guy?
He looks like he's probably
70.
Okay. Hey, he's at the top. Mr. McGraw, it's the Yucca Police. You need to open up now.
Give me 5 minutes.
No, you need to open now.
You need to open up now. 5 minutes. I'm putting things up.
No. Hey, you need to open the door now.
Or we're going to open. 5 minutes is all I need.
No, Mr. McGraw, you need to open the door now. We're going to allow you to get your things.
I need 5 minutes.
You don't need 5 minutes. You need to open now, please.
2 minutes.
No, Mr. McGraw, you need to open now,
At the door bargaining with the police.
please. If you could police, you just saw me through your window, bud.
Even when performing what might be
got
considered
you.
a routine duty, there's always the chance that something could go drastically wrong. The closed door between police and McGraw means that anything could be happening inside the house, and Officer Schwett has second thoughts about remaining on the front porch.
Please open the door. We're going to allow you to grab your things before you leave. Okay, so please open the door.
We'll
It's time.
work things out with you.
I don't like
Please
being
got to
up
open
there.
the door right now so we can talk this over.
Just watch the door. I'll watch this window.
Through the door, McGraw tells the officers that he's got something to finish before he can come out to talk.
Yeah, getting his ammo. Why is the bailiff standing there?
No, open the door now. We will work something out with you, sir. If you please just open the door now.
Why is
I'll
police?
allow you to write whatever you need to write. Just open the door now.
Yeah, they'll do it. Oh, you did the other one already? Mm-hmm.
Like the movers, they'll drill the lock and then go in, but we're not kicking the door in.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, no, they'll drill the lock.
I just don't feel comfortable with this situation. That's all.
No, it's not a good
What do you say?
situation.
You didn't say nothing. I mean, I got a locksmith or a guy that can drill the lock out.
I
if you
know.
want, but
It's a safety thing for me.
but he's writing a letter.
That's the concerning part.
Right. You think he might want to snuff himself out?
That was my first part.
With that implied threat now having been spoken aloud, Officer Schwett raises a question that could have a grave impact on the situation.
Does the landlord know if there's any weapons or anything in here?
No.
Can you go ask him? Okay, just be advised. Male's refusing to open the door. Oh. What the was that? Is that a gunshot?
No. Truck bed.
Oh, I was about to say, I was like, here we go. Not gonna lie, that sounded like a muffled gunshot for a second. I was like, oh,
If this call seemed typical when it began, McGraw's antics have elevated the potential threat. Officer Schwett flags down a neighbor to see if he can get a better picture of who it is they're dealing with.
Hey, sir. Yeah. Do you know your neighbor at all?
Very little. What's up?
No, we're just here for an eviction. He's refusing to open the door. I didn't know if you knew him, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to him several times, but.
Friendly guy?
Huh?
Friendly?
Yeah. To me.
Older?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Appreciate it.
Yep.
They have no idea of any weapons or anything.
He said the neighbor said he's like an older, friendly dude.
He just told me to hold on.
He
keeps saying that, though. You know?
The information from the neighbor is encouraging, but it's not much to go on. Officers must remain alert because as long as McGraw is hidden inside his house, there's still the potential for things to take a nasty turn. After waiting for more than 8 minutes, officers decide they've given him long enough.
I need you to come to the door. We're going to open it, okay?
With a locksmith heading toward the house, the police give Chad McGraw one last chance. Officer Schwett approaches while Officer Lindsay crosses the door to stand on the other side.
Mr. McGraw, we need you to answer the door or we're coming in. No more minutes. Mr. McGraw, we're coming in if you do not open this door. Do you understand me?
Hold on.
No. We're not holding on anymore. You need to open the door, please.
We got a lot of Come to the door now.
What do you say?
What was that? I need you to come to the door and talk to me.
The locksmith enters the porch, unaware of the mortal danger lurking behind the door.
I'm trying to stand off to the side, too.
Did you get one? Damn. That was impressive.
Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah. I didn't have to use a drill.
Down.
That would take much longer. I'm going to give over a rip because
I was going to ask how long has it been since he's been rubbed?
Yo, he's waiting. He's waiting.
I don't know.
The locksmith exits, but what the officers don't know is that McGraw has been waiting for this exact moment.
I knew it. He's waiting.
Just open and let it breathe. Yep. Mr. McGraw, shots fired! Shots fired!
Whew.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
I'm a gun expert. That was a semi-automatic rifle, I think.
Lindsay, get the out of there! Inside the house. Lindsay's stuck in the... Lindsay, can you get out? No. Lindsay, come on that window. Hold on! Lindsay, hold on! Radio, we got an officer stuck. Officer Lindsay is stuck in the house. I do not have eyes on the male. He's somewhere in the house shooting at us.
As the officers struggle to nab the shooter, he starts blasting FJB Nobody Likes You on his speakers.
I can hear you. I can hear you. I cannot get out. 4-3, I can hear you. I'm still on the porch. Okay, listen. I am going to lay down fire and then you run the out. Negative.
With Officer Lindsay in an inescapable trap, backup begins to arrive on the scene. They're heading into a treacherous situation, but have no idea of what horrors truly await them at the home of Chad McGraw.
Radio, we got an officer stuck. All right, what we got? All right, I'm moving up. Let's go. All right, 6.
Front porch right here. Flip out. One with the front door open. Right where Schwartz at. I'm moving up to the van. There's too many people. All right, go.
Buddy, at the station, bring a few of those rifles from the armory, ASAP.
Bring all of them.
A massive police response is gathering on the street, but every second is an eternity for Officer Lindsay.
I'm in the porch. The only way out is crossing the front door, which I am not doing.
There's no way for Officer Lindsay to escape, and there's no way for officers to rescue him without putting themselves in the line of fire. As perilous as this situation is for the police, they aren't the only ones affected by the sudden outburst of violence on that November day. In an exclusive interview with EWU, Euclid resident Jenna Catrone says she was driving by the house when the bullets started flying.
I see this police car coming towards me with their lights on, and I kind of out of the corner of my eye, I'm driving down the road and I see, police in a driveway. I'm not, whatever, not thinking twice about it. And all of a sudden I just hear a menagerie of gunshots. And instead of probably hitting the gas, I slam on my brakes. I mean, I stalled out and hit the ground. Like I went down because I was pretty sure that those shots were coming right at my car. And I stalled out directly just past the house. We're thinking they're hit, I'm hit, somebody has to be hit, because they were just zooming right past us, the bullets, and that's the first thing you do. You just go down, and that's what I did. I slammed my glasses into my shifter. And yeah, because I had my seatbelt on, just the way I went down, I fractured 2 ribs. It was interesting.
At this point, police have no way of knowing if McGraw was taking aim at passing drivers like Jenna. Indeed, they know very little at all about the man inside the house. Who was Chad McGraw before police knocked on his door that fateful day? In this car dealership commercial, McGraw introduces himself and explains his position at the company.
My name is Chad McGraw, here at Beechwood Infinity, sales and leasing consultant.
From the outside, McGraw seems to have a thriving career in the car business, and we don't need to go all the way back to 2017 to find evidence of that. On his own YouTube channel, McGraw has uploaded nearly 400 slideshows congratulating his car-buying customers. The latest one, seen here, was uploaded only 3 short days before the shooting. According to McGraw's LinkedIn page, he's worked for Cleveland dealership Central Cadillac LLC since 2007, and that isn't his only professional endeavor. In 2013, he's featured in a local news profile to promote his hot dog restaurant. How does such a man find himself shooting at police officers? Can external appearances be that misleading? As important as these questions may be, the present moment is all that matters to officers on the scene.
I knew this was bad. He kept telling us to wait.
This is especially true for Officer Lindsay, whose entrapment on the porch culminates in one of the most intense moments of the afternoon.
He shot at us through the door in the living room. We're pointing at these 2 front windows in the front of the living room. I shot through. I don't know if I hit him or not. We need to get Lindsay the out there. On your 6. If you have the shield, do we want to move up and grab him? Lindsay is in this corner. Lindsay is in this corner right here.
Okay. Well, we're really set up right here to get shot in the face. So I say we grab him and get out. What do you think?
Could you tell it was rifle or handgun? It's that big hole right there, dude. I don't know. We just got blasted with and we backed the up and he got down. I don't know if I'm hit. I don't think so. Hit all over me.
I'm gonna check you, okay?
Yeah. I don't feel like I'm bleeding or anything.
I got no blood.
As bad as the situation is, the officers get information that could turn an already perilous scene into something much worse.
Did they say grenades in this house? Yeah. This guy sounds like he doesn't have any CCH, pretty much.
Grenades?
Or is he a veteran? Sounds like
worse.
Did they say grenades in this house? Yeah. This guy sounds like he doesn't have any CCH, pretty much. Or is he a veteran? We don't really have history from him, but I just heard Sergeant Yankton say something about grenades and explosives and multiple firearms.
The idea that McGraw is holed up in his home with explosives adds a layer of immeasurable threat, not only to the responding officers, but anyone in the immediate vicinity. Knowing that another round of violence could erupt at any moment, an officer attempts to evacuate McGraw's next-door neighbor.
Hello. The person next to us just shot at us a bunch.
Oh my God. Okay.
We'd like to get you out of the house. Do you mind coming over here, getting into your car and getting ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Take a few minutes.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks.
As Officer Gilmer tries to get the woman and her children to safety, more information comes over the radio about the suspect.
Court confirmed Chad McGraw, 41471. 51-year-old male, 5'10", 200 pounds.
5'10", 200. Jesus.
He is a black male, and he was arrested today.
We know that one.
Was that him? He's talking about on the radio?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Blackmail?
Yeah, I thought the
Our department doesn't have any issue with him.
I thought the dude was in like his
Other than a single arrest for a dog bite in August of 2022.
There's no criminal history that would foreshadow the day's events, but McGraw did have a couple of minor run-ins with the law the previous year. Both of them concerned his bulldog Max attacking postal workers in the yard. In the second incident, McGraw told officers that he needed a protective dog like Max because of, quote, the violence that regularly occurs in Euclid. It is, of course, McGraw's violence that has caused the chaos on this November day.
Not trying to rush you, but we gotta go now. Come on.
Come on, Kai. We gotta go.
Come on, Kai.
Sorry.
Hello.
Can you say hi?
Hi. With them shooting at us already?
Yeah, I didn't.
We don't want a bullet to come through your house.
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, he shot a bunch.
Officer Gilmer tries to get the neighbors out of harm's way, even as swarms of law enforcement officials descend on the street.
Drive right through the yard around that police car. Go through their front yard. I don't care what they say. Go through their front yard. Hurry up. I'm in the middle of the open. Don't hit our car.
Hey, watch it. Watch it. She's gonna hit my car.
Hey, you're gonna pull forward?
Dude, she's gonna hit my car.
Don't hit the car.
Okay, hey. Okay.
Yeah, I can't believe shooter and they care about hitting the car.
And the news gets worse by the moment.
Apparently, there's also an adult son who is believed to be residing there. They have multiple firearms and possibly explosives, such as grenades.
I asked if there was any firearms in this house, and I was told no. That would have changed everything.
As far as the police response goes, it
Poor
already
Lindsay.
changed everything. Multiple agencies arrive at the scene, including the Lake County Sheriff's Office, the Wickliffe Police Department, and the regional SWAT team.
Any occupants of
SWAT.
781
Damn.
250
What
to
is
the
it
police
that?
department. Come outside with your hands up.
Grenades is crazy though. Really.
East 250. This is the police department.
I was right there. I did have to pull over, but I'm watching. I've never seen anything like it. I felt like I was in downtown LA when you see those videos with the helicopters and the SWAT team. And I'm just like sitting there, and it was like being in a movie.
The emergency is such that off-duty cops leave their second jobs to respond to the crisis.
I'm gonna get fired from Amazon for the way I drove out of the parking lot, probably. Hey.
The various police agencies bring with them heavy artillery and armored vehicles.
You know what's funny? That's the same one I drove in Iraq. I'm just having a glorious. I mean, it is what it is. I didn't die in it, so that was good.
Having
Guns and
rock
reinforced
flashback.
vehicles, the police have access to technology that will allow them to get a peek inside McGraw's home. And moments from now, we'll see the unsettling footage captured by the drones. First, however, the dramatic fate of Officer Lindsay will finally be revealed.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. How's your field work?
No, Lindsay.
Give it the.
Please, no, Lindsay. Lindsay's a trooper.
Okay, we're gonna move in. Cover that door. We're gonna pull him out. Okay, hey, hold on. Wait, hold on. We gotta let 20 know. 20, we're coming.
Whoever's moving up to me, come up by this pine tree. The shots look like they're going at an angle out that front porch door.
All right, I'm gonna just hold the shield. You work that rifle.
Go.
Ready?
Let's get Lindsay.
Go.
Let's go.
My gun is hot.
Go. Let's go. We're coming for you, Lindsay.
Doors left.
Lindsay.
Doors
Lindsay.
left. Lindsay, go. Go. Hold it out. Right, everybody back out to the street.
We got her. Whew.
Hey, let's get out of here.
Go, come on, go, go, go. Go! Behind the shield.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. Got a curb coming up. Watch the step curb. Guys, good on me? Yep.
We got him. Can you just blow up the place now? Just shoot one shot straight into the house. See if it hits a grenade.
Okay. Good job. Lindsay, you okay?
I'm good. Thank you, folks.
That's what we're here for.
The rescue of Officer Lindsay is a death-defying success, but the police are acutely aware that things could have gone much worse. McGraw didn't fire upon them as they extracted Lindsay, and now it's up to the drone to find out what is actually going on inside the house.
Time.
Can you do that door at all? The door's partially open. Yeah.
Can we get the drone footage?
Ooh, is that blood? No, I think that's the holes through the wall and wallpaper. That might be. Oh, is that on the floor? Yeah. I gotta stop recording and I gotta switch to. It just crashed.
The first drone fails to get through the doorway, but not before the operator notices some alarming visuals on the screen. The question is whether he really saw blood inside or just debris from the barrage of gunfire. It'll take a second drone to find the answers. Here's the actual camera footage from the drone they sent inside the house.
Is that glass or blood? That's glass. Alright, so drywall, maybe. I'm watching over your shoulder here. Best I can.
Yo, turn the flashlight.
Oh, there's bullet holes in the.
I mean, where is he? Yo, this is like Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, he messed up the TV. This guy shot everywhere.
Jansen? We have a subject down in the kitchen and a pool of blood.
With the help of their technology, the officers know that Chad McGraw is no longer the threat he was when they arrived. Still, there are rumors of explosives and an adult son who could be inside the house. And even though McGraw himself appears to be deceased, they can't be sure the danger has truly passed.
We sure there's nobody else in the house? There could be one other person in the house.
To help clear the house and confirm that McGraw is no longer a threat, the police send a robot inside to survey the interior.
Oh, yeah, moving. Yeah, moving. Yeah. Let's get that. Probably. You want me to hit him? Yeah, go bump his arm. Oh yeah, you can see. Nothing. He's breathing. Yeah, he's got his gurgles.
He's down. He looks like he has a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Large pool of blood. He's got his agonal breathing going on. Gun's near his right hand. When we go in, we'll leave with a shield. We'll run. We're gonna drop a bang like right by him. See if that elicits a response with that gun. I don't think it's going to.
Flashbang.
If it is an ambush, he's more alive than we think. Like, we just don't want to be in that situation.
We just nudged him with the robot. Nothing. You hear his gurgle. I don't think he's much of a threat.
You don't want to make announcements?
Yeah. I think we should, because if the sun's the concern, give him a chance to come out.
Tom's on the phone with Mike, and there is no sun.
Okay.
But even having cleared the house remotely with drones and robots, police know that there are still ways for things to go sideways.
He's said to have grenades. The robot did not hit any tripwires. The drone did not hit any kind of tripwires, but just be mindful that there might be somewhere.
Police have done everything they can from the outside, and now it's time to enter the house.
Stairs, right? Thank you. Right here, John. Yeah, I think we need it.
Though McGraw appears to be incapacitated, the officers decide to throw a flash grenade just to make sure that he doesn't have more life left in him than it seems.
Bang out. Nothing. I'll secure that gun. You got him?
Yeah.
Okay. Gun secure.
Good job, guy. Yeah, handcuff him.
Medic secure thing.
With McGraw in handcuffs, the medics remove him from the house and get him to the hospital. Meanwhile, the officers search the house, and while they don't find grenades, they do find an open box of 9mm ammo in the upstairs bedroom and something very suspicious in the basement.
Oh, that's incriminating.
What?
I said that's incriminating.
What is it?
Bunch of cell phones inside of a burning container with the f***ing fuel oil underneath it. Yeah.
Another officer finds something peculiar that McGraw was writing, perhaps even as police were knocking at the door.
You're writing something?
Black people indigenous to Turtle Island, also known as Blackland,
Oh my
US.
God.
You'll never have justice on stolen land until we own it.
Police have no way of knowing if it's an aborted manifesto or something else, but it's one more bizarre development in a long series of them.
I did not know this gentleman, and I was talking out in public. I was talking to some general friends of mine. He would have gotten some type of help.
Out in the street, officers are still wrapping their heads around the chaotic events of the day.
Dude, I was listening to the radio and I'm like, this guy ain't coming to the door.
Yeah. No. You can take it.
When he wasn't answering the door, I'm like, this is exactly how shootings go down, doing like this.
Euclid police released a statement to the media confirming that 52-year-old Chad McGraw was found inside his home with a gunshot wound to the head. He was transported to University Hospital, where he later died from his injuries. The statement also confirmed that the house was searched for explosives, but none were found. An online obituary described McGraw as a fun and outgoing man who fathered 5 children and was loved by many. In a video uploaded 6 years before the incident, McGraw recited spoken word poetry which included the question,
Is it okay for a man to cry, or would you rather see him die?
McGraw's poem, titled My Cigarette Burns, was playing inside his home at the time of the shooting.
When I see my seat, and the thunder crashes, my cigarette burns and leaves glass.
Investigators have not yet officially announced whether McGraw's fatal wound came from police or from his own handgun.
Are you worried about your safety in India?
I never worry about my safety. My safety is no problem.
And what about the shootings last night?
Just move the camera, or you might have to worry about your safety.
Hey, get that thing out of your face, or I'll rip it right off your head. I don't give a okay? Get that thing away.
They have declared open warfare on our streets. It's something we have never in the city of Vancouver ever had to deal with before.
Not only was this organized crime, but it was orchestrated. It was a public showing off, if you will, one that's not been seen since. There were the Assange brothers, Ron and Jim, who would later have a falling out with Bindi Johal.
Maybe that's why your life is worth a loony on the streets today. I wouldn't shoot you in the back, but I'd do it right face to face, square in the forehead.
When there were finally charges, no one could have written the twist that happened during the court case.
In the late 1990s, the Canadian province of British Columbia, known for its iconic natural beauty and vivid landscapes, was the site of his Dean, a member of the by police, a low profile, and how they had got.
La troca es esta y el carro. So cuando yo estaba aquí, ¿estabas adentro de la troca?
Sí.
Me vine corriendo, me sacó la pistola y me quería subir y me empecé a gritar, help me, help me. Que me escapé, sir. Gracias a Dios.
This truck right here is matching with the potential, with the murders that's been happening within the past 2 weeks. Hey, 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 hey.
Joshua shot him.
You can't do that, bro.
Yeah, you can. Bro. Yeah, you can.
I'm telling you to walk away. You're not listening to me.
Okay, 911.
Hi, good afternoon, ma'am. I'm here driving by Jeffries Road. I believe I found there is a dead body there.
On September 3rd, 2018, the Webb County Sheriff's Office received this chilling 911 call. Examining the crime scene, detectives realized that they were dealing with someone very experienced and professional. What they didn't know was that this crime scene was just the beginning of a horrific killing spree carried out by one of their own. That dead body that was sprawled out and left on a rural road in Laredo, Texas, belonged to a woman who loved singing 80s ballads at the top of her lungs. She loved getting into tickle fights with her 2 children, and she loved staying up late with them to watch cartoons and giggle long into the night. Her name was Melissa Ramirez, and she was 29 years old. After being assaulted when she was just 13 years old, depression and substance use disorder took hold of her. She found herself working as a sex worker to support her habit. Right before her death, she told her family, in tears, that she wanted to make a better life for herself and her kids. She wanted a different job, a different way of life. And yet, at the same time, she was terrified. One of the last times she saw her family, she told them that she had had a dark premonition. She was going to be shot in the head and left for dead. Just 2 weeks later, that's exactly what happened. Police in Laredo discovered her in the early morning hours of September 3rd at the edge of a desolate street lined with desert sage and brush. She had been shot in the head several times and left fully clothed with no signs of a struggle nearby. Little did anyone know, Melissa's case would become only the tip of the iceberg. 10 days later, the Webb County Sheriff's Office received a bone-chilling 911 call.
Webb County 911.
Hey, I'm on Highway 255 and 183, and I've got a female in the grass laying, and I don't know if she's unconscious, but she is breathing right now. But there is blood all over the grass, okay? She's still breathing.
She's breathing, but there...
Yeah, she's breathing, but she's got blood all over the grass over here. So y'all better send a paramedic and the police first.
Police raced to the scene on the side of a rural road as quickly as they could. When they arrived, they were fortunate to find the woman still breathing. She had been shot and battered, but, like the fighter that she was still clinging to life. Her name was Claudine Ann Luera, a mother of 5 who was also struggling on the streets. It turned out that Melissa Ramirez had been one of her closest friends. They would sit on a bench on the street they worked, sharing tacos, stories, clothes, and their hopes for the future. They had looked out for each other in a world that was particularly cruel to them. The same night that Melissa went missing, Claudine spotted her getting into a car with a man who she only knew as David. He was one of their regulars, a man they had both taken on as a client before. Claudine may have survived the initial attack, but she was left in a coma. After clinging to life in the hospital for a few days, she succumbed to her injuries. With Claudine's death, police knew now that they had a serial killer on their hands. The problem was, they had no leads. Claudine had passed before she was able to give them any information, and there were no clues at the scene of her crime or Melissa's. There was a ruthless murderer on the loose, and they had no way of finding him. That is, until he struck again. Officer Hernandez was pumping gas off-duty when a woman ran toward him screaming for help. She was wearing nothing but a bra and a pair of pants. The fear on her face was bone-chilling. Her name was Erica Pena, a 28-year-old sex worker who had been close friends with both Claudine and Melissa, and who also had David as a client.
Vente para acá a este lado nomás. Ponte aquí nomás, deja hablarle. Ok, nomás ponte de este lado, please. Es que tengo que agarrar algo de ahí. Ponte aquí nomás, real quick. Ahorita te ayudo. Just tranquila. Ponte aquí, mira. Let me just get something from you.
No me vaya a ver.
No lo voy a ver, no lo estoy viendo.
Me asusté bastante.
¿Y dónde está el muchacho?
Trae una troca blanca.
¿Ya se fue?
Sí. Ay, me asusté bastante, sir.
How not? Okay, what?
Okay, just hold on, okay?
I'm doing police training. Huh?
Tengo miedo, me puedo sentar ahí, sir.
Espérate, oye, entonces, nomás tengo que saber algo. Entonces, ¿tú te subiste a la troca de un muchacho?
Yo me subí, sí. Él ofreció comprarme cigarros y compró unas beers. Y dijo, ¿vas a dar la vuelta conmigo? Y yo le dije que sí, sir. Nomás que yo nunca me voy lejos, so I noticed de que él estaba manejando muy para acá. Y le dije...
¿Y dónde estaba el muchacho? ¿Este
se
ahí?
parqueó ahí.
¿Ahí donde está la troca es esta y el carro?
Allá, donde está el trailer. Ay, sir, me quiero sentar.
So, cuando yo estaba aquí, ¿estabas dentro de la troca?
Sí. Me vine corriendo, me sacó la pistola y me quería subir y me empecé a gritar, help me, help me.
So, cuando te bajaste de la troca, ¿gritaste?
Sí, sir.
Ok. ¿Y no te acuerdas?
Hay una Dodge blanca, vive por aquí.
¿Sabes dónde vive?
Sí, sí. Si me llevo ahorita más o menos sí puedo dar, sir.
¿Y por qué te subiste con él? ¿No? ¿Porque ibas a ir a...?
Porque me dijo que si quería unos cigarros.
Ajá.
Y yo le dije que sí y él nomás me dijo, ven a dar la vuelta conmigo un rato y te llevo.
¿Esa Dodge Ram que está aquí no es esa?
A ver, sí. No.
¿Esa no es?
Yo traía una pistola, nomás que...
Are you sure he's not maybe standing around? Maybe a lo mejor está a la vuelta.
Una troca blanca, sir. Mire, y luego I started getting very sick, sir.
Ajá.
I started getting very sick. Y le digo yo a él, maybe it's because I haven't eaten all day.
Yeah.
Y dijo, do you want a burger? Y le digo yo quería que él manejara para allá por la San Bernardo.
Ajá.
Y le digo yo, sí, pero dale para allá por mi barrio. Dijo, I'm gonna stop real aquí. They saw these really good
So
burgers.
you know who he is?
His name is David.
You only know him as David, or?
Yeah. It's your miedo, sir.
Just relax.
Miedo.
Ahí va, don't worry. So, ¿por qué no viniste? Cuando viniste, ¿por qué no me dijiste se acaba de ir un muchacho o algo?
No, porque vengo corriendo desde allá.
So, él estaba en la calle.
Él estaba en la troca.
Pero,
manejando.
sí, no, yo sé, pero ¿dónde estaba la troca? ¿En la calle o aquí en el parking lot?
En la calle.
Ah, ok.
En la calle, sir. Y yo le dije, el señor tiene una blusa. Y luego el señor dice, allá está la policía, ve. So I'm very scared.
Don't worry, you're
I'm afraid, sir.
So, ¿conoce tu familia o qué?
Pues sabe dónde vivo.
And how does he? So you knew this guy before?
Yes, mire, el vato anda en la Zamber.
Ajá.
Y varias veces me ha levantado.
Ajá.
¿Verdad? Y me ha dado dinero. Nomás que yo no lo había visto.
Okay.
Hay una troca blanca. Yo no lo había visto y hace ratito lo vi.
Okay.
Y él me dijo, ¿quieres unos cigarros y una beer? Acompáñame a dar la vuelta. Pero él empezó a manejar para acá y para acá y yo no me dio miedo. Yo le dije que yo no vengo hasta acá. So, he knew that I wanted to get off. Y él me dice, déjame llevarte aquí para comprarte un lunch y te llevo para atrás y te dejo.
Ajá.
And, me dice, déjame comprarte un lunch y luego te llevo para atrás. Dice, she's closer.
Okay, well,
Trae una Dodge blanca.
But don't worry, ahorita,
We started talking about las muchachas que acaban de fallecer.
las que las dumpearon allá.
Dice la otra.
Okay.
David only became hostile after she brought up her missing friends. With that detail, Officer Hernandez has his first clue about how serious this really is.
When we went in his house, y llegó a su casa,
Yeah.
I started feeling very sick. I started shaking. Me dio miedo.
Okay.
Miedo me dio. So yo invento. le digo, vamos para la troca porque se me quedó algo ahí. Y ya que nos salimos, le digo yo, ya no voy a entrar.
And she's cooked. She's done.
Me empecé a sentir bien mal allá adentro. Está bueno, agarró las llaves, la wallet, nos subimos y fue cuando empezó a manejar para acá. Pero ay, gracias a Dios que no me quedé un minuto más. Que no algo me fuera pasado. Yo vi en su mirada, sir, como cuando sabes que alguien no está todo ahí.
Yeah. Oye, ¿tienes aquí golpes o qué?
No, es heroin. Por los...
Y ahorita...
ahorita ya vio que estoy aquí.
Está bueno, don't worry, you're safe with me.
Ahorita ya vio.
You're safe with me, don't worry.
Due to her shock, Peña's story is a bit unorganized. But when she eventually sits down with detectives, she's able to give them a timeline that is as clear as it is shocking. She had seen the suspect several times leading up to this incident. When she arrived at his house on the 14th, he asked her if she was scared of him. She could feel the tension, but also she felt a pang of bravery. She asked if he knew anything about Melissa Ramirez or Claudine Luera. Peña claims that as soon as she asked the question, his eyes darkened and he began to approach her. Unable to control her fear, she burst out of the house and vomited on the front lawn. Desperately trying to get away from him, she told him that she was sick and wanted to go get some cigarettes. Perhaps not wanting to have a fight on the front lawn, her customer, David, agreed to take her. On the way to the gas station, the tension escalated. By the time they reached the parking lot, Peña and David were screaming at each other. When Peña mentioned her friend's name again, David pulled a gun on her. She managed to wrangle out of his grasp, leaving her shirt behind in his tight grip on her, and she fled into the parking lot screaming. In that instant, her life was saved. Since Peña only knew the man as David, another officer takes her for a drive around the neighborhood, hoping that she can find the house he took her to.
No se me va a perder. No se me va a perder el pensamiento de dónde más o menos vive. ¿Usted conoce de lo de aquí, de San Isidro?
San Isidro,
De San Isidro.
This is Academy.
Sí,
Se metieron
pero
por
del otro
Academy.
lado, no. Vive, pero del otro lado, no de este lado, del otro
aquel
lado.
side.
Sí, acuérdese.
Por
aquí.
Walmart. Que del otro lado está Walmart.
Casi, sir.
Okay, bueno, just tell me si quieres while I'm gonna go over there. Let me know, okay?
Sí. Yo creo que, disculpe las palabras, yo soy una pendeja para las direcciones.
Okay, well just relax. So you're doing good, okay? And I'm, como te digo, like, I just want to remind you, aquí estoy para ayudarte, okay? And we're gonna help you out.
Quiero un black and mild, sir, antes de entrar.
Okay, ya les mandé diciendo que te agarraron uno de esos, okay?
¿Y me lo van a agarrar?
Yeah, I send them a text right now.
¿Y una lighter para prenderlo?
Pues of course, yeah, I mean. Okay, so, ¿te vinieron por aquí? I remember that side.
Yeah, that side.
Do you remember this side right here?
No se vino por aquí. Para llegar a su casa, no se vino por aquí.
Acuérdate, no vamos a ir para su casa nomás because
Sí,
I think
estamos pasando.
Yes, because I just want to make sure you get your help first y luego hacemos esto. And if we have to drive around several times para que encuentres la casa, we'll go ahead and do that, okay?
Sí, sir. Quiero acordarme. Y se me hace, sir, que para llegar para su casa, ay, es que no quiero confundirlo. No sé si pescó por aquí.
Peña's concern about not being able to remember where his house is escalates as the ride continues. Her self-deprecation about her sense of direction is a good demonstration of just how nervous and vulnerable she feels in the cop car. After such a traumatic experience, finding her way in the dark is a challenge. Fortunately, she spots something familiar.
And this Walmart is San Isidro también, but it's on the other side.
Sí, se me hace que sí tuvo que pasar por aquí.
So es más para allá.
Sí, sir. Pasó por aquí para llegar a su casa, porque ahí está el San Isidro.
¿Ese es el sign que está allá?
Sí, ese es el San Isidro. Y para allá. Ese es para allá.
¿Para aquel side?
Sí, para aquel side.
Okay.
Acuérdese, sir.
Acuérdese. So from that point on, ya sabes cómo llegar, ¿verdad?
Más o menos.
Okay.
Más o menos.
All right, then. That's good, then. Yo me voy a acordar y le voy a decir ahí que te acordaste de esta side. So when you went over there,
the first right, volteaste o un poquito más para allá? Because there's like several. O sea, mira.
That's the thing.
Te volteas.
I know, sir. That's the thing. No es esta troca.
This is a Ford.
Yeah, estoy nerviosa. Gracias a Dios que me escapé, sir. Gracias a Dios. Ay, sí. Gracias a Dios que me escapé. Estábamos en su casa, sir, y estábamos hablando de esto, sir. Empecé a vomitar. Got sick, sir. Fue cuando me salí. Que
Oh, o sea, tiene rato.
no le digo que no lo había visto como en 2 semanas. Y me había ido a buscar a la casa, nomás que yo no estaba en la casa. Mi hermano me dijo, oye, vino a buscarte este muchacho David, toque. Dile que aquí no vives. Y lo vi yo, ¿verdad? Y le dije, oye, no me siento para mi casa. Porque sí lo he visto como 4 o 5 veces. Sí me ha levantado, no le voy a decir que no, y me ha pasado feria. Le voy a hablar al chile como se dice.
No, that's fine, mira, es mejor hablar
al chile
así.
le voy a hablar como, ¿verdad? O sea, para que me entienda.
Of course.
El vato me ha ofrecido feria y yo me he ido con él, pero yo no lo había visto.
No, that's fine.
Yo no lo había visto, sir.
The fact that David went looking for Pena at her house is incredibly concerning. Is it possible that he thought she had heard that he was the last one seen with Ramirez before she went missing? It's highly likely that David is trying to tie up loose ends, one of them being Pena herself. While Pena is questioned, law enforcement works fast to review security footage from the gas station where Pena fled. And there it is, clear as day on the footage. A plate number on the truck that Pena ran out of. They run the plate, but as the owner pops up on the screen, they are in disbelief. The truck comes back registered to Juan David Ortiz. He's a well-respected man in the community. He was in the Navy for 8 years. He's a man with a wife and 3 kids. And the most shocking of all, he works as an intelligence officer for Border Control. He's worked with them for 10 years. They can't believe that a man of his standing would do this. And yet, his description matches the one that Pena gives them for the man that almost killed her. The area she said his house is in is exactly where Ortiz lives. Law enforcement have questions for Ortiz. Just hours after Pena is rescued, they storm his house to put him in handcuffs and bring him in for questioning. But, shockingly, Ortiz is gone. He's left behind a cache of guns and ammo in his house, a chilling sign that he may not be done killing. The situation is growing more serious by the second. If Ortiz knows that law enforcement is onto him because Pena escaped, there's no telling what he'll do. With the newfound knowledge that he's been collecting weapons, police know that they have to find him fast. They put a bolo, or be on the lookout, out on his car. Every officer they have available patrols the streets, keeping their eyes peeled for his white truck. In the wee hours of the morning, 2 officers spot Ortiz's truck at a gas station on the edge of Laredo. The 2 officers approach the truck. They are eager to take Ortiz into questioning, but it won't be easy.
That's his truck right there. He walked inside.
He walked inside?
Yeah.
3845. I'm with Bradshaw. Making contact.
5-10-4, bro.
Stop right there. Stop. Is this your truck? Is this your truck? Okay, all right. Turn around. Turn around. Get on your knees. Turn around. I'll explain to you right now. Turn around.
The young officer who is speaking to Ortiz is about to make a terrible mistake that will put countless people in danger. In a high-risk situation like this, there is no need to explain from a distance what the arrest is for. Ortiz needs to be put in handcuffs and detained as quickly as possible.
Okay, I'm gonna explain to you. Okay, Bradshaw, I'm gonna do the talking. All right, sir, we got a positive ID with this truck right here is matching with the potential, with the murders that's been happening within the past 2 weeks. We wanna do an interview. We wanna do some questioning. We just need for you to cooperate with us, okay? All right, fine. Make my way. Just turn around and make my way this way, okay? Turn around. Just turn around. Turn around, please. Turn around. Hey!
Oh my God.
Watch out. Where's he at, bro?
No way he got away.
No, bro. He went inside here. He's in here. He's in here, bro. Yeah. He's in here, bro. He's in here. We don't know. That's where we lost him when he did the corner. He cut in, so he's gonna be on this right here, on this section right here. We need a unit on that side, bro.
David Ortiz, come out! State police!
What's up?
Check that door to your right. Hey, I need one of y'all at that fence. One of y'all got to stay at the fence, guys.
David Ortiz, come out!
He's gotta be, bro. He couldn't have made it all the way over there.
The two exhausted officers come to the realization that there are several directions that Ortiz could have run. That puts them in a tight spot, and it's only made worse by the calls that are soon flooding into the station.
There's a body. I didn't stop because I have my baby with me, but there's a person laying on the ground right underneath the bridge. It might have been one of those homeless people, maybe, like just under shelter, just really due to the rain. You didn't see a move or anything? I didn't see him move. Like I said, I have my baby with me, so I didn't want to risk stopping. And but he didn't. He was in an awkward position. Also, he wasn't under the bridge. He was on the actual road.
In the hours between Pena escaping Ortiz's truck and the police finding him at the gas station, Ortiz has already killed more people. Not just one woman, but two. 35-year-old Giselda Alicia Hernandez Cantu was shot by Ortiz underneath a bridge in the early dawn hours of September 15th. 28-year-old Janelle Ortiz, who wasn't related to Juan David Ortiz, worked the same streets as the other three victims. Beloved by everyone who knew her, she always seemed to be smiling and laughing. She fell prey to Ortiz less than a couple hours after Chelly was shot. As the calls came into the station, it became clear that Ortiz was making his last stand. They couldn't have him out on the streets. They had to find him immediately.
What was he wearing?
Jeans. Khaki shirt, bro.
Jeans,
yeah.
khaki shirt.
Fuck, right here, dude. He couldn't have made it all the way up here.
That dog didn't bark until just now.
Up here, go down. I got top cover. Y'all go down.
We have to go down again.
Hey, let's go.
Hey, you want to go in? Let's go. That's what we're trying for. Right here. Fuck. Oh, fucker.
More officers arrived to search the property, as well as a lieutenant. He's aware that the officers have made a potentially fatal mistake by letting Ortiz go. Not only does Ortiz know that law enforcement is onto him, giving him nothing to lose, but he's also armed and dangerous. It's a recipe for disaster.
I don't know, Way. I don't know how he could have jumped. Nah, that's not it, Way. It's not it. He couldn't have made it, 100%. He couldn't have made it, 100%. 100%, Way. 100%, bro. 100%, bro.
100% sure he could have made that.
He could, bro. Can you make this in 5 seconds? After running 1, 2, 3 blocks?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of other ways, because right now we've got this on lock.
Okay, let's just say, okay, boom, I know what to do. What's this? I'm gonna go talk to the hotel. They got any cameras?
Yeah, they're waiting on some other guy's approval.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Bradshaw already went in there. So, in the military, you always taught to least path of resistance. So, jumping right there's one. This would be your second option. Yeah, the lady at the gas station. So what, did he see y'all and just take off?
No, he stopped. So Bradshaw did commands, and then I was doing commands.
Did y'all go into the store to get him, or was it outside?
No, outside. So then the guy was like, y'all, I don't know what y'all want. I don't know, like, you got the wrong guy. I don't know. So then I told Bradshaw, hey, Bradshaw, let me do the talking just so we won't have two, you know. So, of course, I mean, obviously my adrenaline's up, so I'm like, okay, you gotta chill. We're here to interview you. Plausible suspect from from victims or murder case. And he's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, okay, just listen. Turn around. So he turned around. He's like, okay, just follow my, and walk towards me. And then he like, bolted.
Y'all should have shot him.
You can't do that, bro.
Yeah, you can. Bro. Yeah, you can. I'm serious. He's already armed and dangerous.
Okay.
He's already killed two people.
But we don't know it was him. We don't know. Now we do, right? Obviously. But did you know at that point? He was a plausible suspect, right? Okay.
Fortunately, a nearby neighbor believes he saw Ortiz slip through his alleyway. Suspecting that he is in a nearby parking lot, the officers get together to devise their plan. Going against someone who is not only armed, but trained, puts all of them at risk.
32, the reason why we're going this way, there's a building, we went to a firefight, we're shooting that way, we're gonna hit the building. Okay. We don't, okay, let's keep that in mind. Shit happens, we pull back, grab and pull back, all right? And we reassess and move.
We're not going in, let me just get the final, okay?
That's it. Ariel, underneath here, it's not, underneath here, it's not filled. It's pillars. Go inside.
Go down, talk to the person in the front, ask them how we can get to the bottom of this damn ramp. Quickly.
I got it. Bro. Got it. Give him a hand.
Is this the subject we're looking for?
Yes, it is. Fold your hand. Relax.
What's your name, bro? You already know. Huh? You already know. What's your name? You already know. All right, let me see your face. What's your name? I got a picture. What's your name?
Huh? What's your name? Take your shoes off. Hey, come on.
Get him up.
Get him up. Go. Put him next to him. Sit him right here, please. Let me see your face. Pull in. Come in.
Good job. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's teamwork.
Finally, after 2 weeks of terror, Ortiz was finally in custody. Law enforcement had questions for him, and with Ortiz's initial resistance, the interrogation lasted over 10 hours. Though the majority of the footage is available, the audio quality makes it a challenge to make out exactly what is being said. However, there are a few places where Ortiz really makes his character known. Ortiz denied knowing Erica Pena or any of the women who were murdered. Though Pena's purse was in his truck, he claimed he had no idea where it came from. In addition, he claimed that he sometimes suffers from blackouts, which is likely something he said to try to use to his advantage later. If he claims he suffers from blackouts, he will later be able to say that he must have suffered from blackouts at the time of the crimes. In the middle of the interrogation, Ortiz seems to make fun of the officers who were chasing him. The cocky smile on his face speaks to the power he felt running from them, and the narcissistic power he feels in the interrogation room.
Hey, who's the trooper I smoked, man? The trooper couldn't keep up with me, dude. Tell him he needs to work out some more, man. Two of them. Two troopers, good. I was fucking running, dude.
It's not uncommon for people who commit crimes of this magnitude to feel as though they are superior to others. In this case, Ortiz didn't only feel like he was superior, he felt that he had every right to decide what type of people deserve to live. After being worn down over the course of the interrogation and made to feel like he was understood, Ortiz finally admitted what he had done. Note that in the interrogation footage you're about to hear, you're going to hear reporters speaking over and repeating some of what's being said.
The intersection of the standards that one. And price. It's highly slow action. We go there. Hey, anda bien,
are you okay? Or are you still around with Erica? Because I would always go with Erica. I told her no, dude. I told her.
Okay. So, we're pulling into the greenhouse. I'm saying, I'm speaking of which, I thought pinche Erica. Sería, hey, that is her. Melissa era la pata. Erica!
They're freaking Erica.
Erica kept going with some other dude that she was. So mete Melissa.
Melissa goes in.
That house has like rules, like they're in and out like in 5 seconds. Se mete, sale.
She goes in and comes out.
This is Melissa. I'm like, hey, levántate, güey.
Hey, dude, wake up, dude.
Wait, dude, get up.
Dude, get up.
Dude, get up. After a while, I'm like, okay, I'm just driving around like a dumbass. What the fuck? She's got a complete deep fucking sleep. Driving around, I'm like, fuck, man, what am I gonna do with this bitch? I drove to the medical center. There's cameras to see my truck. I was just gonna dump her there and leave her in the yard. And I'm like, fuck, man, what the fuck do I do with the pinche ass?
With this fucking
bitch. So I'm driving, and
he told us to sit down, so we did.
I'm at BEH, at UNLV. Someone's shooting inside the office.
Hey. Go, go, go!
Daniel, please!